No. Maybe not.
Stick your ass in! Fucking action! My ass is game! My ass is game!
Lemmy's rolling over in his grave.
I should have just given you shit dick to play. I mean, what?
My ass is gay.
I love that he has this Cesaro section right behind him, by the way. It's like,
And that is what makes it wrestling.
there you go. Anyway, folks, if you couldn't tell, this is Wrestling Outlet. I am Boxman. Thank you for joining us. We do have a few little tidbits to get into tonight. Not much, but definitely a few things. Plus, we had AEW Blood and Guts last night. People are losing their shit over a chair shot. Oh my Lord. You would think ECW and Attitude Era never existed. Anyway, folks, we will get into that later. I am Boxman, which means this show wouldn't run without the other guys. That's right. Right there.
That's right. It is on New Voice of Generation, Smark Walper.
That's right. How you going? How you doing, Smark? What's going on?
No, I'm doing well. How are you?
Another day, another 22 cents. Anyway,
And I am the Burning Pea, Chris Jericho.
That's
what it feels like anytime I watch him anymore. It's like, oh man, I'd rather fucking burn when I piss.
I can't help it. I love it because I know he's trolling. I know he's trolling. Norab, thanks for joining us early, my man.
Right at the start.
Yeah, I know the guy is trolling. I love it. For some reason, I love that people hate it. Does that make sense at all?
Yeah, I mean, you're into trolling. You're a troll.
I'm really not. I'm actually just a quiet person. I'm more of a scroller than a troll. I kind of just scroll.
You're a troll sympathizer.
Mm-hmm.
Just with that one. And like I said, I know what Chris Jericho is doing, which makes it just fun for me to watch. I don't know why. But I know it's annoying. I know a lot of people can't stand it, but that kind of means he's doing his job. In a way.
I mean, even in the ring, though, like his wrestling has gotten bad. The fucking match sucked.
Oh, he's old. Well,
so was his fucking opponent. So it was a combined age of 100 and something years old.
I mean, you got murder grandpa there. So I mean, what are you gonna do? But anyway, will we talk about Bobby Lashley? You know, we do need to, and I actually forgot to pull that up to talk about, but we do need to talk about Bobby Lashley and MVP. And hell, I guess we can just go ahead and get into it now. Okay. Yeah, it looks like they will not be re-signed with WWE. They've both been removed from the roster page. It was quietly. And I don't know. I guess a lot of people are expecting him to jump right over to AEW and restart and do this. And I don't know if they're going to do that. But I don't know. I know you guys are huge social media guys, so I'm sure you've seen what's been said about Triple H the past week on social media about his treatment of African Americans.
People of color.
Yo, homeboy, welcome to the hood, brother.
Triple H ain't going to the hood, brother.
You should buy my beer. I fired that bitch Janae. I hate the spades. I hate the spades. Sorry. That was Hogan's
He's on
Metallica.
fire!
Oh, again, this is why I do the spare recording.
The YouTube feed is still going live, so they didn't kill us yet.
Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. I'm waiting for the day. We'll just start a new channel. It's fine.
I've only found the 2 words that'll get you kicked off immediately, and I won't use those words again.
Thank you. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. But so yeah, Triple H has been sort of criticized the past week for his treatment of black people on the roster mainly. And what do you guys think about it?
I think people are just looking for an easy button. I seen it was like recent releases, and it was like fucking people that were released like 3 years ago on the list. I'm like, stop it. You're reaching.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell else are they going to do with Bobby Lashley at this point? Dude's been in the company off and on for like 20 fucking years. Never really got over.
He is, my God, what is he, 47?
Yeah.
I think he might be actually older. I think he might be 48. Give me a second here. 48 years old. Just turned 48 July 16th.
Yeah. No, I mean, I feel like they could have kept MVP around. Just as like in that manager role, he was doing a good job.
Yeah, but
He wanted out. I think.
Yeah. I say if
Because
he
you
wanted to
mentioned
leave, that's a whole
social
different
media.
story.
Well, you mentioned you were talking about social media, and like anytime like there was a bunch of just comments of like people asking him what happened to the Hurt business. It was just him being like, "Yeah, they decided to get rid of the black guys." It's like, "Oh, well, you're going to be gone soon, either of your own free will or somebody else's." But
well, what's funny about it is there was just talk like recently about restarting the Hurt business, and then I'm like, oh well, Bobby Lashley's under, basically not being renewed for a contract right now. They moved him out of that thing, so out of the roster page. So I don't know. Norab says, will they keep Bobby under contract for the time he spent hurt, or was that a work? A, I don't know. B, they do that to the people that they really want to hold on to, who they care if they go to AEW. They don't do that to people that they don't really care leave or go.
I can't wait to see fucking Bobby Lashley show up in AEW and get pinned by fucking Orange Cassidy.
To be honest with you, the
Premiere match.
Bobby Lashley in TNA with that fucking music, man, that fucking intro he had was badass. That revving car with the engine and shit. I remember that, man. And I don't really watch TNA, but I could definitely see him going back there and for a little while.
Yeah. I can vaguely remember that.
Usually I say that's like sending someone to go lie in a coffin until you die. But I mean, look, a lot of people are going over there. Listen, now they have this huge NXT thing going on. So might see Bobby Lashley in NXT soon. You never know.
the Hurt, they bring back the Hurt business in TNA, and then they have him like jobbing in an NXT pay-per-view to like fucking Chase University or something.
Well, they won't be able to use the Hurt business. They'll have to be called like the Boo Boo business or something.
The OT contingent.
Yeah.
The
Ouch Incorporated.
The Laceration League.
Laceration penetration. Oh, man.
I mean, the Beatdown Clan. No, they already had a Beatdown Clan. That Lashley was in that though, wasn't he?
Find it funny that he would be in a clan.
There were. It was
Clan ain't nothing to mess with.
Fucking David Chappelle. Holy shit. Anyway. Oh, God. Dave Chappelle's fucking hilarious, man. Fucking hilarious. But anyway, back to Lashley and MVP thing. MVP, I think, is good though. I think he can talk. I think he's definitely a guy that somebody could pick up in the long run. But when you look at AEW, though, who would need a manager now?
Half the roster.
Well, I was gonna say, I mean, listen, we've talked about like a Brian Cage needing someone to talk. My God. And listen, if they're gonna pick up Ricochet, I'm just saying this might not be a bad idea to bring in an MVP or someone to maybe do a little bit of this for Ricochet, because you don't. I mean, Arn, I don't think is going to be there long. I think Arn was leaving with Mark Henry and all the other guys. So
I think he's already gone.
I think so too. I mean, once his son left, I'm sure everyone figured they were on borrowed time with him. But
yeah, Mark's about to get his own A&E WWE biography episode or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. And wait, was it with? Oh, it was MVP Lindsay. Kenny King, I remember him being in there. Samoa Joe.
I think the type I think he means Lashley.
Oh no, not Low-Key.
Yeah, Low-Key was in that. So annoying. And Hernandez, I remember that now. That was a while ago. That was a while.
All I could ever think of a Low-Key would talk was fucking Buffalo Bill from goddamn Silence of the Lambs. Would you fuck me? Hard fuck me. Hard fuck me so hard.
It puts the lotion on its skin, or I kick it in the face.
Yeah, like, he might as well just start coming out to the ring to goodbye horses.
That guy.
I mean, that's a
that guy.
real. That's a money gimmick.
Not a fan. I've heard so many stories about that guy, man. So many stories I haven't even ever told on any of these shows. I mean, that guy has screwed over so many people in the indie circuit, man.
People sure I'm an asshole. I like assholes.
8-page story, like he put out like a whole fucking 500 paragraph essay about like being anti-vax. That was pretty cool. There was an interview that like Kevin Owens did pre-Kevin Owens where he was talking about he called him and he had never talked to him before, so he introduced himself and he said that Loki immediately shot back with, "I know who you are. I have caller ID." And that's one of my favorite stories. Just him, just fucking, just shrugging off just a common introduction.
Loki put out an anti-vax. I thought that was Austin Aries.
I'm pretty sure Loki was big anti-vax too.
Maybe they both did. Maybe they both did because. All right, maybe they both did because I know Aries was big anti-vax, like really anti-vax vax. You know.
Which I mean, if
talk about somebody who did not. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, when you think about it, when the needle is like half your size.
I was gonna say talk about somebody who did not translate to the WWE roster. He was great in TNA. They came over to WWE and it's immediately like, oh, yeah, this isn't gonna work.
And then he went back to TNA and he was a douchebag there, so they let him go.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I think his douchiness just kind of came out as he got a little more older, and he hasn't stopped. I mean, we've talked about some crazy shit that guy has said on these shows before. I mean, I don't know.
I just remember he was so fucking over in TNA. Like, he had a match against Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy's the baby face, and the crowd wanted nothing to do with Jeff Hardy. They were just fucking all about Austin Aries. And Aries couldn't help but sit there and like smile, like, huh? Are you getting this, Jeff?
Yeah, those were the good old days in TNA. Let's see, July 15th, 2015, Hernandez was released from the company. That's right. I remember that. They had just started that whole thing. And then Hernandez was released, and then MVP got released. I do remember that. Hernandez ended up at some like indie show a few days later here in Texas, I believe. Might have been Houston. I do remember that. And MVP was just kind of gone for a while, and then ended up back in WWE, of course. Mm-hmm. So, but I do. That was 2015. My God, time flies.
9-10 years ago.
Wow.
D'Angelo Dawkins better watch out. Montez Ford's fine. He's married to fucking Bianca, and they got their own fucking Ms. and Mrs. show, so he ain't gonna get fired.
Nah, they're okay for now. They're okay for now.
I was so mad about that at the time. But like now knowing how big of an asshole he is, like the idea that they fucking put Loki with Lakeville is one of the funniest fucking ribs in the world to me.
That's what Nora was just saying. Yeah, that was funny as hell. I never understood why that guy could never just get over, and then suddenly like all these videos started coming out of him like beating people up in the middle of the ring for no fucking reason because they hit him too hard or something, and it's like, oh, that's why the guy's an asshole.
Well, there was one where
Go ahead.
Okay. I was gonna say there's one, I can't remember his name. It's on YouTube, but like he was wrestling somebody, I think it was like maybe Dragon Gate or Evolve. And like as soon as the match started, he just did like a rolling kick and just unprotected, just fucking kicked the guy square in the head, knocked him out. It's like, look, it's not really a move. If you just take liberties with somebody, and you're not even doing it like in a cool and interesting way like you Jack used to do. Like he at least made it entertaining. You're just being an asshole.
Yeah, and then he kept dragging the guy around a ring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like knocked out. He was not the brightest, I'll tell you that. He was not the brightest. But
I was gonna say, I wonder whatever happened to Layla. Like they'll pull out Michelle McCool every now and then, but whatever the fuck happened to Layla?
Otherwise known as the one who didn't marry the Undertaker. I don't know.
Yeah,
which is why you don't know. Actually,
yeah, but like Regal brought her in or whatever. I want to say. So you'd think she would have like some. Well, I guess Regal hasn't been around in a while, but even 10 years ago, you think you would have seen a fucking her drop in somewhere because she was so tight with Regal.
I'm surprised we haven't seen Regal back on TV. His little deal with Tony Khan's been over for a while now. He can be shown on TV. Okay, Layla retired.
Well, yeah, no, she retired, but I mean, everybody from that era makes an appearance here and there somewhere. Michelle McCool came out to announce a draft pick, for fuck's sakes.
Mm-hmm.
She's been in like 2 Royal Rumbles, Michelle McCool. I mean,
yeah. But yeah, like you said, she did marry the Undertaker. So
that'll keep you around for a while.
Oh, she straddles the dead man. Get her on TV.
Yeah, I mean, you got to pay her back somehow.
So make her a necrophilia.
Yep.
Well, he's the undead, so that's questionable. That's questionable. I'm just glad I finally got my glasses back. I'm glad I can read again. I can see. I realized my prescription was 3 prescriptions ago. That's the glasses I was wearing. That's why I couldn't see. Silly me. Yeah, that's why I was half like having to do this for half the show because that was 3 prescriptions ago. So yeah,
I'm on my phone and my screen's really small, so every now and then I gotta get up like this to see it.
Oh,
so what does that say?
I could barely see my phone. I couldn't see like how many chips I had and when I was playing poker and all that stuff. It was bad. It was bad. So finally got my new glasses back and I can see again and they're more comfortable. And they don't have the glare my other ones had because they're different lenses and I got the anti-glare.
Yeah, I just took a quick screenshot. I'll send it to you guys later so you can see what the fuck I look at.
Fun. So, all right. Well, I guess we don't have much more to say on that Triple H, whatever.
No, people are just looking for a reason to trash Triple H.
They're going to look for a reason to trash every fucking company. Like I said.
Well, it depends on which company they back. I mean, WWE fans are going to look for reasons to trash them.
It's funny. Everyone made fun of that commercial back in the day. I'm not a wrestling fan. I'm a WWE fan. The kid getting the tattoo on his arm. Everyone made fun of that. And literally, we're like 5 years removed from that. And now everyone literally has decided that, well, I'm a WWE fan. I'm not a wrestling fan anymore. I'm an AEW fan. I'm not a wrestling fan anymore. Go get tattoos.
Yeah.
Go get tattoos. fuck each other.
So I will say I like WWE better, but I mean they're both trash in some aspects. Some of them have their highlights, some of them have very, very low lights.
I mean, AEW this week was a little interesting. There were some pretty good, pretty brutal matches. One brutal match.
I would say one brutal match.
I mean, we saw a guy that was willing. He was willing to set another motherfucker on fire.
Yeah, I don't know how much that water would have caught though with the lighter.
Yeah, I don't really. I don't think the water really would have caught fire very easily either. But I don't know whatever's in that hair and beard might have.
True.
You never know. You never know. But we'll get into that a little bit later. We'll bring up a couple of quick little things that I had ready to go. So we've talked about many times on this show, streaming services, pretty much the wave of the future for wrestling. I mean, with WWE going over to Netflix in 2025 and all the other shows heading that way. Well, it looks like Tubi once again is interested in dipping its toes into the pro wrestling business. Now, if you remember, we talked about the little lawsuit that MLW had filed against Tubi when WWE, namely Stephanie McMahon, got involved and basically said, you sign them, we don't sign our deal. So MLW got $20 million from that bad boy. So with that all closed out clear, Tubi said, hey, let's try this wrestling thing again. Now, they don't have any deals put in place yet, but Freddie Prinze Jr. was looking for a place to house his show. And it's rumored he may actually be one of the first wrestling shows to jump on Tubi at this point.
The fuck is the name of his show even?
His podcast is...
Oh, I thought you meant like he's got a fucking his own wrestling fucking promotion or something.
Oh, he's been starting this for a year and a half. It's unnamed right now. He's been doing this for...
okay.
Oh, me and Smark have been talking. Oh, we've been keeping
tabs. I remember hearing his name and being associated with shit, but that's why I'm like, what the fuck is even the name of it? Like, I can't remember the name. And I guess I don't remember the name because there hasn't been a name yet.
No, there's not a name yet, but he keeps teasing that he has... Literally, the last time we actually spoke about it was probably 2 or 3 months ago, and he said he said one deal fell through, and he had another deal that he wasn't going to mention because he didn't want to jinx anything. This could be the one he was talking about with Tubi. And listen, they got everything else on there. They have a fucking poker channel. They have a fucking cowboy channel. They have a fucking rodeo channel. They have a fucking fishing channel. They have a pissing channel. I'm all right. I exaggerated that one, but I'm just saying they have a channel for everything.
Yeah, I would say Pluto's kind of the same way. There's a TNA channel on Pluto.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's old stuff on there, but it's still not a bad channel to watch if you're just doing shit around the house. But I used to put on the fucking poker channel all the time. It's mostly WPT, old WPTs. World Poker Tours. I love watching those. Those are great.
I like playing poker, but not the card game.
Ooh.
Huh. Poker in the front, liquor in the rear.
Yep.
All right, my dog is begging to get in.
AIDS is a killer that does not discriminate. All Americans need to know the basic facts. Write AIDS, Box 1.
The fucking song in the background, like, why that song?
I'm telling you, man, the 80s was a different time, bro. Coke was everywhere, and people were making fucked up commercials.
Mm-hmm.
Some parts of the 80s were cool.
I mean, did you see the way white people danced in the 80s, goddammit?
Well, yeah, they had to fucking listen to Owner of a Lonely Heart by Yes.
Well,
how else were they supposed to dance?
We had way better music than that back in the 80s. Come on now.
Not from what I can tell when I fucking listen to the radio at work, motherfuckers.
think you
One
got
week
that,
I heard the regular version of that song like 3 fucking times, the acoustic version and the live version twice, and I only worked 4 days a fucking week.
I haven't heard those versions.
Yeah, they're all about that fucking song.
Mm-hmm.
Telling you though,
I can't remember the other one I hear fucking twice a day anymore, but I'm fine with that right now. I'll let you know when I hear it at work next week. This one, motherfuckers.
the one I hear all the time. I don't care what station I'm listening to; it just pops on all the time. "Your Love" by the Outsiders. I don't want to lose your love tonight.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I hear that one almost daily too.
Oh my god, great song. But okay, now enough with that one. But anyway, what do y'all think about that? MLW or Freddie Prinze Jr. possibly getting on Tubi. Tubi dipping its toes back into the wrestling business.
I mean, that'd be cool with MLW. Freddie doesn't even have anything set up yet. What the fuck's he need a channel for?
Well, like I said, he's been kind of putting this together for the past year and a half that we've been talking about it, Freddie Prinze Jr. So he was hoping to get, I forget who it was, but I think he was hoping to bring in I think it might have been Samoa Joe as like his guy to build the company around. Was it Joe? I think it might have been.
Sure,
I kind of wish he could get him. They're not doing anything with him in AEW worth of shit.
Well,
they gave him that quick title run, but since they took it off him, it's just like, oh, he might as well not be here.
Well, and now he's filming a show.
Yeah, because he's hurt after Chris Jericho drove him through a wall of tissue paper.
Right. Well, not really. He's actually, we all know what he's really doing.
Yeah.
But, speaking of that show, speaking of Twisted Metal and Samoa Joe on that show, I guess we'll just kind of flow right into this quick one here. According to PW Insider, the character Axel that was in Twisted Metal 2, the 1996 video game.
Yeah.
There's 3 WWE stars that are actually up for and being considered for the role. That is Omos, Apollo Crews, and Cedric Alexander.
I was just going to say 3 of them. Are you sure? Because the character was black. It seems like they don't have any of those left in WWE, according to the internet.
Well, Triple H won't let him do this, obviously, because of who he is. But but
you're not getting over.
It definitely needs to be said that these guys are in the. They need someone good to play the character because even Joe showed up at a Comic-Con, so they do need someone believable in these character roles. So.
All right, Apollo Crews is way too fucking short, almost is too fucking big and can't really speak. And who was the other one?
Cedric Alexander.
Oh, Cedric the Alexander. Yeah, he might work.
Well, he's kind of just like him and Apollo Crews are basically the same height.
Are they? For some reason, I thought he was a little taller than Apollo Crews. I thought he was in that middle ground.
It might depend on what shoes he has on. But.
Maybe they could do like they're doing with Joe. They could have almost be like the fucking body guy and then have somebody else do the voice.
And they could. They could.
That could work.
Anything could work. Who knows?
Almost would be terrifying as Axel. That would actually work really well. It's just he can't talk.
I don't think Axel really needs to be all that big. He just needs to be jacked. So Cruz could work with that too.
True.
I don't know, but with that Nigerian accent, I don't know.
See, Cruz wouldn't work though either because like the wheels are as big as him. So like they'd have him hooked up to a tricycle. Like,
come on, dude.
Take me to see Calypso. I'm going to shoot him with my machine gun.
Pew pew pew.
You put on one of those green screen suits with the bulbs, and they'll fix that. What? What? Yeah, she's lying down.
What?
Okay. Nothing. But my daughter wanted to know where the dog was. Right under the right there by my foot. All right. So yeah. I guess we'll have to see who gets that role, and we will definitely be seeing because they're filming now. So I guess they need to make a decision sooner rather than later. I guess.
It's just Apollo Crews welded into a computer fucking chair with wheels on it.
Actually, I actually know a guy who's already in a chair that would actually be perfect for this role.
Yeah. Sign Dirk up.
He's more machine than man at this point. Dirk and Twisted Metal, how about it?
I bet he used to really love wheels from those fucking BK kids meals back in the day.
Oh yeah. I like the idea that, like, if I remember correctly, they had one of every like race. It was like the fucking Benetton ads, but then there was still just like 4 white kids.
Right. One of the white kids was a ginger, so that counted.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. Y'all are making Dirk sound like that dude. What was his name in Don't Be a Menace? I think his name might have been Wheels, actually.
Crazy Legs.
Crazy legs. That's it. Yeah, I think we've made that joke before on tits.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think it was going to be a new joke, but I thought my brain works like that. But speaking of filming and wrestlers getting film roles, folks, I'm going to tell you, Brian Cage. We've talked many times about this gentleman being a jacked dude that most companies look for. Why can't this guy get over? Well, it looks like he is actually bringing back or reprising a role that he played back in 2015 in a short film. He is going to
emphasis on short.
It is about 29 minutes in length.
Oh, damn.
Besides being short in the other way. But as formally announced by the production company, Red Serial Films is going to be having Brian Cage reprise his role as He-Man in Fall of Grayskull, Rise of the Horde film. Now, the company did announce it a while. They do have a crowdfund going on. You can find it on fallofgrayskull.com. Now, this is
fucking Kevin Hart as Skeletor.
Well,
or Cat Williams.
They can't afford him because this is a fan film.
Let's see. Well, that's where Cat Williams steps in. He fell from grace.
Yep.
I mean, we could have a little fun and play one of the clips just so y'all could see what Brian Cage looks like playing He-Man in 2015. I will warn you, this movie is. I watched it today. I did. I watched it today.
Boxman likes pain.
If you have 30 minutes to kill and literally have nothing else to do,
try harder.
Secrets out. Yeah. It's called He-Man Fan Film, Fall of Grayskull. It's a short from 2015. Give me a second. I'm going to share my screen here with Smark. And we can play we may get a copyright for this, but I have a feeling they're not going to care.
They're just happy. Thank you for the free advertising.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks for playing that. Here we go. Let's roll.
I have the power!
I don't think that was him jumping, by the way. They just took the legs.
Can't jump.
Yeah, it's because he skips leg day. We'll play a little more here. Okay. So as you can see, the wig, I'm surprised they even got it to stay on. But I thought this was kind of funny. Look, good for him. It's a fan film, so I'm sure their budget for the first film was probably shit.
They glued it on with steroids.
Then it glued itself on. But yeah. So there you go. Melissa Santos actually took to Instagram to show a picture of herself with a caption. Hold on one sec. I didn't pull that. I thought I had that pulled up, but it looks like I did not. Come on now. And that does not want to pull up. Of course not. Let me try this. Nope, not pulling up. It might have been taken down.
So there's a picture of her watching it. Yeah, that was her watching it.
I knew it would pull up eventually. I knew eventually it would pull up. So there you go. But yeah, Brian, that was Brian Cage as He-Man in 2015. Cool.
Okay.
I thought that would be, so. I really thought that would be fun to play.
Fun for who exactly?
Like I said, I watched the whole movie, so you know it's.
What would you give it a ranking out of 10?
Ooh, there's negatives involved.
Say Robot Chicken would have did better with He-Man dolls. It also would have been more convincing.
It just wasn't a good movie at all. Let's just put it that way. The girls were hot.
Yeah, those are a dime a dozen these days.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Jesus Christ, every girl you know is on OnlyFans and making thousands by showing their asshole. But listen, if
I need to go on there and see if I can find a girl I know, so that statement applies.
Listen, if I could go on and show my asshole and make $1,000, I'd do it.
Yeah, maybe.
If I could. I'm not saying I can, so I wouldn't.
Depends. Do I got to shave it? I mean, do we just go normal?
Little nair never hurt anybody. Just don't get it on your nipples.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
Nobody was going to touch it, and you would never be able to prove it was mine. Okay. Call myself Mike Honcho. I spread the part and everything. Spread my butt cheeks. I was spread eagle. Mike Honcho was what I went by. That's why he didn't know it was me. Damn it, Cal.
One of the fag capitals of the world.
Oh, let me put this headset on again.
I should really have those closer together. I have the gay ones spread apart, but the AIDS ones are like all right there.
Got the gay ones spread apart, huh?
That's unfortunately
that's probably for the best.
Damn it. Mike Honcho. Take it easy, Mike.
So what happens when you put the gays too close together?
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, 2 weeks in a row, a Talladega Nights reference. What the fuck?
Probably need to start watching that movie so I can join in on the references.
It is a fun movie.
Saw it, but I don't remember that much from it. I saw it like
Same.
First.
Oh, and suddenly I have the dog back.
Don't you put that evil on me.
Don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby. All right. That was the late Michael Clark Duncan.
Mm-hmm. Triple H would have loved him, huh?
Maybe.
Believe it or not, I think that's why last year was leaving, because did you hear about the gimmick that they were going to pitch for him?
Oh boy.
Well, he was riding his bike when there was a lightning strike, and now he reads real fast. He's good at science and math. Black Doctor. I'm gonna.
Well, nah, I wish we had the clip of Trump now saying black jobs.
I think that would have worked well for Lashley, the Black Doctor gimmick. It could have gone over well. You know, in all honesty, though, they have a whole backstory to tell with this guy, with his military days, his military time, and all that stuff. And I believe he's a decorated military guy. Why don't they maybe with the all the USA and America stuff going on right now, why wouldn't you go ahead and tell that story? Keep that guy, send that guy out to do press for you with that background. He's got a personality. He's not a fucking wet sponge out there on the mic.
Well, the last time they tried to do something like that, they brought out 3 fucking dudes in drag as his sisters. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got a point. All right.
One of which was in the main event of last night's show.
Forget I said nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But you're right. One of them was.
Well,
not hard to figure out who that was.
Do you remember when fucking Sergeant Slaughter was coming down on old Lacey Evans? And then it turned out fucking Sergeant Slaughter didn't actually have any military experience himself.
Yeah, and
that was pretty dope.
That was funny. We talked about that. That was hilarious.
Did they release Lacey Evans? What the fuck happened to her?
Yeah, she was released, and she is making a very good amount of money on OnlyFans, and
okay,
she's collabed with Mandy Rose, and her pictures are milfalicious.
It's another one that fucking it just didn't translate. I liked her in NXT, and then she came to the main roster, and it was just.
She's 1 year older than I am, but looks 12 years older than I am. I don't understand how or why.
Yeah, she does have that older, more mature broad look to her. Still hot, but your friend's mom hot.
Mm-hmm.
Smark, the military will do hell to your body.
That would actually that's kind of an idea.
What? I'm confused now. What?
She's well, I guess you can't really do anything with her now because she's not wrestling anymore. She's selling pictures of her butthole, like you said. But just have her be like one of those fucking Vietnam vet characters from the movies. They're talking to her. She smells fucking chain smoking cigarettes. She's want to know something about hell? I've seen that.
Yeah,
she goes to TNA and just really dislikes Gail Kim for some reason.
Something about you.
Isn't she retired too, though? Isn't she retired too? Well, anyway.
All right, fine. Sue Young. We can do. I mean, there's a couple of other ones.
Okay.
Xia Li. Oh fuck! They released her too.
Mm-hmm.
There's different countries involved, and all those people you just said. I hope everyone knows what's happening.
No. What are you talking about? It's all the same.
Only country I know about is America, my friend.
They're all from the Orient.
Back in my day, they were all charged.
Speaking of which, that was fucking amazing. I don't know if you guys know or care, but there was some video that surfaced of one of the guys from oh god, I can't remember. I think I want to say Noah or Dragon Gate or something, the Mayor Fuji. There was they showed tryout matches in it. He's this big fucking Japanese guy. And this is 2000, I want to say about 2008, 2009. And he comes out to the fucking gong music. We're still doing the fucking music in fucking 2009.
And it's probably still today. it goes on, I'm sure.
Mhm.
Jackson Riker needs one more run. Wow, I'm surprised to hear Norab say that.
Well, I think we were just talking about racism. I wanted to jump into the conversation.
Wasn't Riker hanging out with Baron Corbin for a second? I think that's why.
No,
The fuck? Oh, I got the window open. There's kids outside. I'm like, what the? I hear a kid talking.
no big deal. My kid will come in at least 2 or 3 more times tonight. So, but yeah. So there's that. Wow, we got way off track on that one.
Weird. We always just like stay right on topic.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
right. We're doing so well.
Well, here's one we can get into. Good.
She's actually literally 6 months older than I am. Because she was born in March 90. Lacey Evans.
Really?
And she looks at least 10 years older than me.
War does hell to a woman. That brings. What was that movie? Summer School. You ever see that? One of y'all see that 80s movie, Summer School? Probably not.
I don't think so.
Nah, forget it. I won't mention it.
What's his name? Fucking
Dean Cameron,
no, I'm
You're
fucking.
probably thinking of Back to School.
Mark Harmon,
I am. That's right. No, I was thinking of Back to School with Rodney Dangerfield.
Rodney Dangerfield, and the kid from Christine.
Sam Kinison.
Johnny. Johnny is in that movie. The Johnny from Karate Kid, the bad guy. He's in the.
Ooh.
He's in that movie.
Billy
Well, since we're throwing out
Zabka.
Yes.
Since we're throwing out ideas here, you're not his biggest fan. I'm going to try to get you on board with him. What if when Eddie Kingston came back after the leg injury healed up, what if you gave him like a Sam Kinison?
I was going to say, what if he came out to gong music?
I do their version. Well, he was competing for New Japan, so he comes out as like he's the Devil Lord Tensai.
Yes.
I don't dislike Eddie Kingston, by the way. I just think he needs to.
I do.
Needs to rethink what he's doing right now in the health he's in. But listen,
Eddie Kingston in a rice patty is fucking amazing. You're very dishonorable, partner.
He comes
You
out
brought
dressed
great
like a
shame
fucking
to your
geisha.
community.
what happened to the Sam Kinison gimmick? Okay.
He's got one of these fans with him that got on the wall over there.
Oh my lord!
There's cultural pokeballs at people.
Cultural appropriation live on air. What the fuck? No, I do not want to know what's going on with Stuttering John. It's sad. I'm going to cry.
Eddie Kingston.
I think. Yes. The wooden slippers with the 2 platforms on them, or 2 little planks on them.
Just a bunny rabbit spinning around. Oh, I got a rabbit on my koozie. Little bunny rabbit on my koozie there. See?
He could like murder fucking Brandon Cutler at the samurai sword. That'd be pretty cool.
Looks like everyone's murdering Brandon Cutler, so it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
So next week we're gonna find him hanging in the back, like, even Brandon Cutler's murdering Brandon Cutler.
That's called suicide, Tony.
Mr. Cutler, that's not wise. Oh, you could probably fucking use Josh Matthews. He's probably not up to much these days. You fucking recreate the Tim White videos.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's not wise. It's not very wise. Oh, those fucking videos. I didn't know anything about them, but I watched like the oh my god top 50 countdown or whatever in WWE. They went on about it. I'm like, what the fuck was this? I missed all of this. Where was I?
A while ago.
You wouldn't. It was on straight up. It was only on the website too, so it didn't even matter if you
That's why.
It had nothing to do with anything. It was just like, all right, it's Friday. Let's upload a new video. Tim White trying to off him film.
Yeah.
I didn't even hit that time.
Say that one was out of context. I don't get that one.
Sure, you didn't.
No, that was. I think I hit the enter button by mistake, and that was just already queued up.
Seppuku. What the fuck is it called?
Seppuku.
Seppuku.
There you go. But anyway, hello to Horatio McAllister. What's going on?
Oh no. Sorry, Horatio, if this is your first time. We hope you last.
Horatio McAllister. This is so weird. It's like this. It's like a.
It's
heavy,
probably
heavy
fucking
Spanish,
Dirk.
It's a heavy Spanish name, and then a deli I absolutely love. McAllister's, absolutely.
No, we actually have one of those out here. Wow, I didn't realize they were like nationwide. I haven't tried it yet because they're on the expensive side for me.
You like a good Reuben sandwich?
Actually, I do. I don't have them often.
They got a good one. They actually have one called the New Yorker, which is corned beef and pastrami together. Oh my God! Don't even get me started.
I'm kind of just not down with the idea of having sandwiches for like going out and getting food and getting sandwiches like for dinner. Just I feel like you can make a sandwich at home. I mean, you can make a pizza at home too. But
you can make about anything at home, but the size of their sandwiches, McAllister's is very good, but unfortunately, as Cheese said, they're a little on the pricey side.
Mm-hmm.
They are. Everything now is a little on the pricey side. Take my fucking kids for fucking anything. Me and my son went to lunch the other day. It was $50. I'm like, what the fuck? I went to fucking Denny's.
Yep.
I'm
it was quick.
I haven't even tipped yet.
And Chili's has got some kind of thing going on right now, though. It's like fucking 3 for $10 or something. You get your fucking appetizer, a fucking side, and your entree for like $9.99. I'm like, fucking A. Wish I had a Chili's near me. That's fucking cheaper than McDonald's. Not that I even go there anymore.
If I recall correctly, I think it's kind of bullshit because it's just like they give you like tortilla chips and a drink, and that's like part of what they include in there, and then you just get like an entree.
On the Chili's menu, you mean?
I think so.
Yeah.
No. They have like a $10 combo. I get it like almost every time I go. They have a $10 and a $12, and I think the prices went up. They have 3 different lunch combos you can get. It's like half a sandwich with fries, or you can get like a bacon ranch quesadilla, which does come with tortilla chips and chips and salsa. But they do have combos that actually have, like, I usually get the California turkey sandwich, and it comes with fries. So but it's only a half a sandwich, but you can get a salad with it. So it's not a bad deal. It's a salad, the entree, and a drink.
Horatio is up to date on all the Stuttering John stuff.
Oh, good. Good. Now, getting sued and ran from his mom's house in New York. Oh my God.
That's pretty cool.
How old are these people?
Doesn't matter physically how old they are. It just depends mentally.
Mm-hmm.
So he ran from his mom's house in New York to his mom's house in Florida, only to be served. Do y'all know how reciprocal New York and Florida is? I don't know if you realize this. No one in Florida is from Florida. They're from fucking New York.
Or Michigan. There's a fuck ton of people in Michigan that retire and go down to Florida. And they come back up here in the summer. Like, God damn it, go away. Go back down there.
Snowbirds.
Back to the waiting room.
Yeah, snowbirds. Go down to Florida for winter. Yep, that's what a lot of them do. We call them snowbirds down there. Yep.
Yeah. If I have my choice to move to any state in the country, Florida is probably at the fucking bottom of that list.
It'd be at the top of the line.
Nope.
Yeah.
Now you got to remember,
North Carolina.
I lived in North Carolina. I'm good there.
Minnesota. I'm just talking about me. Just West Virginia. I think maybe North Carolina, Minnesota.
Actually, you know what? There is a little town in North Carolina. If I won the lottery and like, oh my God, you can move anywhere, do anything. There's a little mountain town in North Carolina called Blowing Rock. Calm down, guys. It is a tiny little town, and it is the most beautiful little place. It is awesome. That might be a place I could retire to if I was like rich and could retire. That might be.
Yeah, North Carolina would be on the upper tier of where I would move to.
Yeah, I mean, I was in Raleigh, but at that we traveled all through North Carolina. I mean, I've been to Asheville and everywhere around there. So, but that's nice. South Carolina's got some good places, but Florida, man, I just those are my high school formative years, if you will. I partied my ass off in Florida, and that's where my good friends are, man. I'd go back in a heartbeat.
Yeah, Florida, California, and Texas would probably be my bottom three.
Yeah, I can do Florida. It's too fucking hot.
I'll take. When I moved here, everyone's like, "How the fuck do you handle that goddamn humidity?" Try being here in 109-degree weather when it fucking sprinkles outside. You think the humidity in Florida? I had an ocean breeze where I was. Go fuck yourself. The summers here are death. You feel like you're under a broiler in Texas. You don't feel the same heat down in Florida, man. It's not. It's just different.
No, see, I prefer the cool weather. I'm staying in the north.
Yeah.
I'll move to the mountains of fucking New Hampshire or Vermont or some shit. Montana would be near the top of the list.
Montana wouldn't be bad. I've seen harsh winters, though, man. Harsh winters. But you got harsh winters anyway.
Yeah. Not quite as bad as some of the other states, but yeah, the winters aren't great here either, for sure.
We've had the last two here have been pretty fucking bad. So last 2 years here, winters have been really rough. We've had a lot of storms and shit, but nothing like you guys get. Or Boston.
See, Horatio said he just stumbled across the live stream, so it's not Dark fucking with us with a different name. Someone brand new.
Yes.
Someone else who follows SJ.
Stuttering John.
Stuttering John. That's right.
I
just find it so sad that he's making all this shit public and basically embarrassing himself. But anyway,
I do kind of want to take a minute to thank him because I'm like kind of timing out when he probably clicked and decided to join us. And I think it was right around when we were pitching Japanese Eddie Kingston.
Well, if he stayed after that, he's our kind of people.
Yeah.
I can promise you it's not going to get worse than that.
Hit subscribe, brother. Hit subscribe. Subscribe that shit, brother. Wonderful. All right. I guess I can try to pull us back to the rails a little bit here.
Yeah. Next topic.
I've only got a couple more. I really only have two more and one quick announcement, and then we'll be ready to get into the AEW Blood and Guts.
Blood and Guts.
Which again was another show that was basically just a one-match show. 2 weeks in a row, we've had basically one-match shows for AEW. Anyway, we'll get into that in a few minutes here. But Logan Paul and KSI's Prime Hydration is being sued by the Olympic and the Paralympic Committee.
Uh-oh.
Why, you may ask? Why?
Dirk is pissed.
Does he drink this shit?
I don't know. He's just in the para part. So.
I wonder because like in the Olympics, like I got to figure out a way to phrase it. Just in the Olympics that are currently happening, calling them the normal Olympics would be fucked up. which is why I didn't do it. In the Olympics that are currently ongoing in Paris, like the Olympic Village, or where they have all the athletes together, that's usually like the previous years. It's like basically just a den for sex because it's like young people that are physically fit and just a lot of testosterone and shit. Like, is it the same thing with like the Paralympics? Like, are they all just fucking too?
Depends on how alive they are below the waist, I guess.
Good thing is some of them can't feel that tattoo they're getting. Oh, that was wrong. Stop that. Oh, that was me. Hold on. Okay. Let's go get tattoos. I got the perfect place to put it. Okay.
Why wouldn't you though? Like for real, like if you couldn't feel it, why wouldn't you just get a fucking full leg sleeves?
Fuck yeah. I mean,
fuck yeah.
I have no tattoos, but
because the problem is like pain, and then it like itches when you're done for like 2 days.
I don't know. I'm just afraid of like needles. I don't like getting shots. I don't like getting an IV. I'm not a tattoo guy. And everyone, it's not the same. I even had tattoo artists begging me, dude, I'll do it for free, whatever tattoo you want. Nope.
My body just does not like needles. I don't know what it is. I'm not afraid of them. It's not a blood loss thing. It's not a fucking pain thing. But my body just like does not like it. I got my fucking eyebrow pierced, pass the fuck out. Got a tattoo, pass the fuck out. Got blood drawn, pass the fuck out. Why? Ooh. I don't fucking know.
Where
it's not the pain.
Where'd you get your tattoo? If you don't mind.
On my bicep, okay. Right arm.
My buddy got a big lizard right here on his chest. And I was with him, and he got the trace done. He was fine. He's like, man, this ain't shit. As soon as they went to fill in that green lizard color, boy, the needle hit him, and he was out. He went right out, and I'm like, oh shit.
The guy tattooing me started to panic because, like, I remembered when I got my eyebrow pierced how it felt when I passed out. And dude's tattooing me. I'm literally sitting there reading a book. I brought my book with me because I knew I was going to be sitting in the chair for a minute. So I'm sitting there reading my book, and like I looked up, and I'm like, God damn it! He's like, what's the matter? I'm going to pass out. I was like, what? Oh, you're going to pass out? You're going to pass out? It's like freaking out. I'm like, yeah, I can feel it coming. Next thing I know, I'm laid out on the table. He's like, you all right? You all right? I'm like, yeah, I'll be all right.
At least you told
Apparently, this is a thing I have to live with now.
At least you told him. It could just be an over. A lot of people pass out from an overexertion of adrenaline when that happens.
Yeah, no, like I felt normal. Like I said, I was chill. I was reading a book. There's no adrenaline rush. Fucking
just happened.
Yeah. Same thing. Like I just got blood drawn like fucking 4 or 5 months ago. I'm sitting there and she's like, "How you doing?" I'm like, "I'm fine." I'm just sitting there scrolling through Facebook, and then I'm like, "Oh, God damn it!" She's like, "What?" I'm like, "I'm probably about to pass out." She's like, "You all right, well, breathe in through your." Like, she's just sitting there trying to coach me through it and shit. And I think I might have only went out for a fucking couple seconds because, like, I feel like I could hear everything still, and like I didn't actually fully pass out. But then, like, suddenly there was like 2 other women in the room, so I must have went out for a minute.
Well, that's not a bad thing to wake up to. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right on.
Wow.
No, I mean, the room was about fucking 400 pounds heavier, so it wasn't a great thing to wake up to.
Well, you totally rolled with that, man. What the fuck?
It was probably about 250 pounds already before that, so that floor was doing its job. Putting in some work.
That's what those concrete foundations are for.
Wow.
So again, you're going to ask me why in the world would the Paralympic Committee and the Olympic Committee be suing KSI and Logan Paul? Why? Well, here's what happened. Prime Hydration, a brand founded by Logan Paul and KSI, they are being sued. The committee notes that Coca-Cola have the exclusive right to use the Olympic trademarks, those little rings. As Olympic Team USA is also one, and Olympian is another one. And Going for the Gold is on beverages in the USA. Only Coca-Cola has that right. Well, as the Olympic Games are kicking off right now, Actually, tomorrow I believe they kick off. Tonight was the if anybody watched, I believe.
They're-
Oh
carrying-
shit! Tonight was the opening ceremony.
No, the opening ceremony is Friday. They're technically doing games now. I think they're doing like soccer, I would say, but like no medals are being awarded until I think at least Saturday.
Oh, it's
Oh,
like
okay.
it's like scrub quarter right now. I got you.
Pretty much.
Okay. Well, as that's going on, this lawsuit filed says that Prime is willful and blatantly using the trademark infringement. The committee is seeking all profits that Prime obtained from the products that included the trademarks, in addition to millions of dollars in damages that'll be determined at trial. So basically, this is obviously pretty simple. They've been using this trademark when they were warned not to already once, and they are not supposed to be doing it. In particular, the suit focused in on Prime drink that features NBA Phoenix Suns star forward Kevin Durant, who's a member of the Team USA men's basketball roster. The promotional material for the specific drink included trademarks that are only allowed by the committee and by Coca-Cola. So, if you heard what they were going for there, they not only want all the profits from what they sold for anything that has that logo or Kevin Durant on it now, because that was obviously where they were using the logo, but they are also suing for damages, which will be losses. So basically what the profit will be, the losses could be more, probably will be more, because that's what they're going to do. They're going to inflate the losses. So if they're doing what they say, Prime might be in some trouble here.
Good. Fuck them.
I don't care. I don't drink this shit. This shit has so much caffeine. I won't even let my kids drink it. But
I'm just sick of the Paul brothers.
yeah, this does not look like it. I mean, if Coca, dude, this isn't fucking Faygo and the fucking Juggalos coming after you. This is fucking Coca-Cola. I mean,
Another reference, some surprises out there because Faygo being a Michigan thing.
Well,
and that would be that's actually you spoiled the SummerSlam feud. It's going to be fucking Logan Paul versus Violent J.
sorry, I'm sorry.
Faygo v Prime.
What USB device?
Juggalo Championship Wedding or Juggalo Championship Wrestling is actually back. I guess I've seen an ad for it on Facebook.
Shit,
That's actually an idea too. Juggalo Championship Wedding.
What the?
I'm sure it is. It's been done. Those juggalos are crazy.
Mhm.
I hope everybody can y'all are still hearing me, right? Clear?
Yeah.
No.
Fuck.
Your dog pissed on the computer.
No, dog just chewed my wire for my external mic.
Oh,
No.
dick.
Yeah. Think I'll be okay for the rest of this show. But I'm gonna
And
put
tape
it
that
I
shit up.
can still hear you.
No, I
If you need to
can't.
check on something, we're good for a minute.
No, as long as y'all can hear me right now, I'm just gonna keep it above here, and I'm gonna put I'll tape those wires up tomorrow. Now, when I know my dog will chew them like that. She usually doesn't do that. She usually just passes out.
Yeah, but anyways, I know what you're saying. Like, yeah, it's not a fucking just a regular mom and pop soda company. It's you got a fucking titan of the industry coming after you. But
Yeah.
Prime is fucking huge though too. Like there is a lot of people. Do not underestimate the power of like
No.
teenage children in fucking expendable income. I've tried it before. It's not particularly good in my opinion. Like it's not even that it tastes bad. It's like kind of flavorless. Like they had like they have a bomb pop one. I tried that one. It wasn't all that good. I don't care about being fucking hopped up on caffeine. We've talked about that before. Just fucking I do a shit ton of caffeine before I go to the gym, and it's probably not a great idea, but that's what happens.
You guys keep rolling for a minute. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
All right. And if my mic starts going weird, just let me know, and I'll I have another cord. I can just switch it out real quick. But
Everything sounds good so far.
yeah, it just came up as USB not recognized, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I look down, and my dog's just
And they're kind of doing their own thing too now because they have like the energy drinks, but they have like the Prime proper is like so it's a hydration beverage, which like fucking isn't everything. That isn't alcohol. But like now everybody else is trying to do that, where it's like I've seen a bunch of different like energy drink companies have their own hydration beverage now, and there's like Gatorade's doing it, Powerade's doing it. So I mean they're basically kicking off a giant trend, or everybody's trying to copy their style. So
Yeah, and
they're influential.
I mean, my kids do drink the hydration one. My kid loves the green one. I don't know what flavor the green one is, but to me, that shit's got too much fucking sugar, man. I drank one and felt like I drank 4 cups of coffee. I just, even the hydration, I was jacked up, and my body just does not like being jacked up on anything. And I'm just not for it. Will Brock Lesnar return this year?
Probably not this year. I mean, what would you use him for if you brought him back? Like, because I mean, right now, like there's SummerSlam. I don't think they're going to bring him in for SummerSlam. You got Survivor Series. I don't think he's coming in for that. Like maybe WrestleMania next year, but you got to give it a little bit of time because even though he didn't really necessarily do anything, he's still just sort of connected with the whole Vince shenanigans that are going on. So you're going to put a little bit of distance between that before you bring him back. They'll bring him back for sure.
That's up to Brock. If he doesn't want to come back, Brock doesn't have to come back. And without Vince there, Brock may not come back. He's got money put away. He's got food. Look, if he doesn't have food, he'll go fucking kill something.
Yeah, that's true.
So, it's not a big deal. Do they want him back? I would say definitely. They want him back, but also remember, Brock Lesnar is another one named in that little Vince McMahon thing, and they're really trying to distance themselves from this Vince McMahon thing. So I would say, Jesus Christ, what's left in this year? We're already almost done with July. We're almost into August. So I would say for 2024, no, I don't think we're going to see him before sometime in 2025. Maybe.
I know you're adjusting things, but that's basically what I was saying too. It's just that they need to put some distance between him and the Vince thing, because like you can never bring Vince back. Why would you want to? But like Brock, you let things die down a little bit. You can bring it back, and maybe WrestleMania next year, if like you said, he wants to come back.
Yeah, he doesn't have to. Brock's got money. Brock's got a wife,
a hideous daughter.
Brock's got everything he needs in life.
I was thinking about that. Brock Lesnar.
Say that one more time. You locked up a bit.
Me?
No, I was saying he's got a hideous daughter too.
I was thinking about that because, like, with the Brock Lesnar's daughter, like, if she comes up to you and you're a young man or young woman or whatever, like, you're kind of in a no-win situation. Because, like, if you reject her, if you like turn her down, then do you have to like look behind you for the rest of your like high school or college tenure? I think she's in college at this point. And if you date her and you go to her house and fucking Brock Lesnar's there and he asks you what you do, like he does not need to pull out the shotgun. Like him just standing there. Like, what are your intentions with my daughter? But like, I don't know. You tell me what my intentions are with you.
I would
clearly money.
Yeah, I would just.
I'm a level with you. I
would just.
She comes up, so she picks up dudes. She just comes up, grips him by the collar, like you're gonna make me come, or I'm gonna kick your ass.
I would just say I was gay. I don't know what else.
Oh, sorry. Let me go.
I mean, you would be when she was done.
Ew, vagina.
Oh shit! I gotta go.
You're in luck. I got both.
Oh god! I gotta. I'm gonna go switch these batteries out real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right.
Now for his vape, I see now. I thought it was a little vibrator or something there for a second. See, Horatio says, I haven't really been following wrestling lately, just watching old stuff. That's the way to go, man. It really is.
Yeah. Well, I think the thing about the watching the old wrestling right now is just that there's no fucking like people aren't talking about it, so you can just sort of it can exist in a vacuum, and you can just kind of enjoy it without like seeing people pick it apart online or like on YouTube or whatever. Like I guess what we're about to do. But like
Yeah.
you know, now something happens and it gets fucking overanalyzed to absolute death, and it becomes hard to enjoy it.
I had pretty much stopped watching wrestling. I just listened to the wrestling podcasts, you know, and then decided I was going to come on here with you guys full time. So I was like, I kind of got to start watching wrestling again now.
Yeah, but it does provide an interesting perspective because you're, you know, kind of out of the loop or getting back into the loop, so you don't have the same sort of bias and prejudice that we have.
Right. They feature some people so fucking rarely on AEW. It's like, who the fuck is this? And they'll say the name. Oh, that's that fucking guy? No shit. Okay, I finally got a face to put with that name. In WWE, I still like, even when I wasn't really watching wrestling much, I would check out the pay-per-views just because I have Peacock. So like, fuck it. That's something to watch, and maybe I'll catch a good match here and there. Like there wasn't any spectacular matches on the one that Smark didn't watch where they went to France, but just the fucking crowd made that pay-per-view so fucking enjoyable. PLE, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
We understand what you're talking about, whatever you want to call it. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. So, no big.
I know there's those people out there like, it's a PLE. Like, shut the fuck up.
Well, like I said, according to JD from New York, you're a fucking AEW mark if you don't call it a PLE.
Yeah, I'm far from an AEW mark, so hey.
Well,
fuck
no,
JD.
You just don't take wrestling that seriously, which is fine.
Yeah,
it shouldn't be taken that seriously. People, anyway, I'm not going to get into it again. But
this is not a fucking game.
Yeah,
right.
I'll be able to vacation from it again here soon. Fucking tits will be rolling around in another month.
Yep.
I'll still try to pop on here occasionally, but I definitely won't be full time.
Nah, whatever. We're here. We ain't going nowhere.
The wife's going somewhere if I do 2 shows a week.
I thought so too, but my wife doesn't mind me coming in here. But I used to have to kick her out of the room, which is why I had to slow down. But now I got this little room here. I'm by myself, and just lock the door every now and then because my daughter has been dancing behind me. I'm talking to Leland Orser the other night, and my daughter is behind me playing with the quails. The baby quails. And it's like, can you? Yeah, she's like, oh, you so cute. And I'm like, oh my God, can you stop? Okay, please
get out of the garage.
I'm not in the carpet. Carpet. It's not a garage.
Yeah, it's gonna make it really hard to get out those oil stains.
Puts the camera down. There's a bunch of fucking Pennzoil bottles in the ground.
The other wall in front of him is full of fucking wrenches and hammers and shit.
I don't even have a garage. I have a carport. That's all I got.
Ooh, fancy, man.
Right.
No, my garage is a shed, and right now I can't get shit in there. So, yeah, there's not many garages out this way.
It's kind of weird.
People buy those little buildings, those little metal buildings, and just use it.
Oh, yep. Well, fuck, you can get those for like cheaper than building a goddamn garage nowadays. So.
Most people around here, they'll build the brace, they'll build the foundation, put the rebar in, do all that, pour Sackcrete on it, and boom, you pay like $2,500 for a 8-foot by 12-foot shed. You get it dropped on the foundation, and you're done. Boom, you got yourself a garage.
Yeah, so I don't know if this applies to like all the states or if it's just like a Michigan thing, but a lot of people lately they're building garages, and then they're putting their living area on top of the garage because then they only have to pay tax on a garage and not a house. It counts as a garage, not a house. So like if you go further up in the state, it's like fucking probably 30% of the houses are just fucking living areas built on top of garages.
On top of garages. Interesting. There's even a couple houses here that are container houses.
Okay.
Yeah. And
some of those are pretty sweet.
Yeah. And a lot of people have those as garages too. It's like, oh my God, if I could get my hands on one of those, I would. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think I seen something on Marketplace. I think it was storage containers, like the big fucking shipping containers, for like $2,300 a piece. Like, man, I could just buy like fucking 4 of those.
I would even go for one of the little pup ones, the half-size ones. I would take that as a garage, but then you don't need to pour a foundation.
Yeah.
Build a ramp.
Just open up a series of like the world's most depressing Airbnbs. A bunch of fucking different sheds.
We talk about, man, those tiny houses are huge right now.
They are.
They're popular as fuck.
There's two communities about 6 miles away from me, 2 tiny house communities. And actually at the end of my road, there's a little place with 3 rental tiny houses right at the end of my road that are, I don't know how much they are, but there's a state trooper that lives there. So
they're probably still ridiculously expensive. You'd think it would be cheaper because it's a tiny home, but it's popular, so it probably still costs out the ass.
Probably not out here.
No.
Probably not out here.
Fucking market out here is retarded. I had I bought my first house probably like 9 or 10 years ago now, and I got it for $70,000. It wasn't a big place. It wasn't tiny either, but it was like, it was an old ass farmhouse, so it fit my budget. That same house nowadays would go for probably $160,000 to $180,000, if not more. The fucking market up here is trash.
The market here isn't great either. And
fucking brand new trailers are going for $140,000. Mobile homes.
Well, now are they mobile homes or are they manufactured homes?
Sorry, manufactured, whatever you want to call them now. Yeah.
Well, no,
all the new ones are manufactured homes, but they still bring them in 1 to 2 pieces on the back of big fucking trucks on wheels. So,
right. But like my house is on a permanent foundation, but I am in a manufactured home. I am.
Yeah.
But it's also a 4 bedroom with an office. I got a pool. I got a hot tub. Like we got everything we were talking about ever having in this house.
Yeah. No, we're talking the standard 2 to 3 fucking bedroom places, and on a lot that you're paying rent for every month until you die.
Don't trust me. We were paying rent. We've been paying rent since we've been together, and we just got sick of it. And luckily, my wife had that little, she had a little windfall, and we decided we are getting the fuck out of the city if we can. So, luckily, my job allowed me to do it. So,
up here you can find some trailer parks out in the middle of nowhere. You won't be in the city. They're a little run down.
We got plenty of it. But the funny thing is, this house was bought in 2017. It was built actually in 2017. We signed closed on the house on 1/9/2024. I'm looking through the house. This house was built on 1/9/2017.
No shit.
So it's like, wow, meant to be. We're supposed to be here. This is it. This is our house. So, meanwhile, I got a bunch of shit that's breaking on me around here, but now I got to start calling plumbers and electricians.
Yeah. My biggest problem with those places are always the fucking doors. I snap the doorknobs off all the goddamn time. The fuck?
I can put a doorknob on in 5 minutes.
Well, yeah, I know, but it's just annoying when you fucking break every doorknob in the house within a fucking 6 month span. Like, what the fuck? All I did was turn it to open it, and the bitch just came off my hand.
And you can't just go to Home Depot and buy. You have to buy a manufactured home door handle.
Yeah, and finding places that sell just manufactured home shit is kind of difficult. Yeah. Well, it was back in the day. Now with the internet, I'm sure it's a lot fucking easier.
That's what. Well, and my wife found out if you get a hall closet door handle, it will fit a manufactured home door because my son needed one. Doesn't have a lock on it, which my 11-year-old does not need a lock on his door. So we fixed his door, and then I used the parts from his old door to fix my other son's door that wouldn't close at all. And then I found these fucking screws that were like 4 inches long and put them in his door. Because the people before me fucked up the hole, so I had to find a way to make it. Oh no, I had to put hot glue in the fucking back of the hole and then put a screw in there and wait. I had to fucking finagle shit, dude. I had to fucking do shit. I had to fucking MacGyverize.
MacGyverize.
Yeah, but I got it done.
I think you just call it MacGyvering.
Because it didn't.
Just had to MacGyver some shit.
Because it wouldn't have been proper.
Well, we worry about being proper on this show.
Sorry, I was brought up sort of proper English. Not completely, but enough.
MacGyverizing is a lot more appropriate term than I heard a lot growing up. So
a certain word followed by rigging. That's probably what he's speaking of.
God damn it! I said MacGyverize. You couldn't have fucking left it at that, you piece of shit.
But it made me think of Steinerized, but I wasn't saying anything. It's kind of
true, very true. Steinerized.
You remember the fucking terrible like WCW, like the music album or whatever the fuck they called their Slam Jam? Was that what they called the CD? It was like Steinerized. Yeah, fucking Man Called Sting.
Dude, what? Can't believe you're fucking with this album, dude. You are fucking with it here, dude.
No, I dare not fuck with it. It is indeed a classic.
I don't fuck with it, but I mean that in a whole different way.
That would be so great to just fucking, like, you take somebody home, like, you meet them online or whatever, you meet them at a bar, you take them home, like, you have a perfectly normal house, everything is, like, exactly where it should be. It smells nice, it's clean. Yeah, you start to do your business, and then you just, like, exclusively play wrestling theme songs. It's just like, I fucking do it. Everything was going too well.
I mean, I'll admit, I got a couple of wrestling intros on a playlist on fucking YouTube. But we're talking about intro songs that aren't around anymore and were actually good, in my opinion.
I have a pretty good collection. I have a pretty good collection of
back in the day. Songs. I found a video of like just two people celebrating their love for each other. I'm assuming they were married. I'm assuming they weren't living in sin. But the fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin Disturbed theme song was playing while they were consummating their marriage. Which is like, it's such a weird choice because it's like, did you buy the CD? Did you download the MP3 off like Bear's Share? Like, what the fuck was going on? How did you get that song?
I don't know if that's so weird. I mean, my wife's not in here, right? I had a chick that used to like to turn up the heat in the house to like 80 and just fuck to Marilyn Manson. She was a crazy chick.
It's about this moment that Box's old lady rappels down from the ceiling.
Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah. You forgot to look up, motherfucker.
She materializes like fucking Chris Hansen. Why don't you have a stand up?
But yeah, this chick would turn the heat up. I mean, you'd be sweating, just dripping. I mean, my God. But yeah, that was her thing. She loved it.
She comes down in a harness, and everybody's like, "Did you get Owen or Martha Hart's permission to do that?"
Of course. I had Tony do it earlier.
Which if you really think about it, that's like the most fucking insensitive thing. Is like, hey, can I have your blessing to repel from the fucking top of the stadium?
Yeah. If it makes you feel any better, the wrestler's like suicidal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, he would. He'd be fine if he fell. So don't worry about it. He's not going to sue me or anything.
Motherfucker want to go climb Mount Everest, so he's clearly like not afraid of dying, doing some dumb shit.
I bet he still does it. So I mean, look.
He
enjoy
couldn't do it because he broke his leg and then got hit by a fucking bus, but he was going to. He'll probably be out there next year.
Somebody needs to fucking do that at like an indie show. That would be amazing. They like rappel from the top of the building, but it's like just a small like VW hall. So you just like kind of drop like 3 feet.
But I'll tell you, when you say breaking your leg and then getting hit by a bus out loud, it just sounds like a fucking Wile E. Coyote cartoon. All I'm saying. Meep.
That's what it felt like when we were reading it.
So it feels like watching him come to the ring on a skateboard. He's got a rocket strapped to his back.
I never even thought of that, but you're right. Oh shit! Meep. Whoa! Okay.
Here comes Darby Allin.
He's going right past the ring. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. My daughter's crying.
Oh no, he ran into a child. He's got Everclear in his eyes now.
There were thumbtacks on the bottom of that skipper. My daughter actually did get cut pretty good today by my little pup. But anyway. All right, so let's real quick. We don't need to get too much into this, but let's real quick. It was reported a couple days ago, I think it might have been on Tuesday, maybe even yesterday, that AEW and Warner Brothers has come to a tentative deal. Now, a lot of people were saying the deal is already done. Sports Business Insider Austin Karp says the deal is not done and there's still a lot more to do on the deal, but he knows that there is right now a deal in place with the two companies, but as he said, it's going to take a little while longer. And Tony is going to be in Paris for the Olympics for a while, so it's going to take even longer than that. So
yes, he's in the 50-meter cocaine dash.
I don't know. If you look at this picture, this does not look like cocaine. Hold on a minute.
Seemed more like a Winter Olympics guy.
Oh, this definitely seems like he might have been going to the Winter Olympics in this picture. Look at this.
And here we go.
Looks stoned out of his gourd. This must have been the night Snoop Dogg came by.
Yeah,
because
they just caught him blinking. That's all it was.
Yeah, maybe.
There are
that
no
one blink an hour he does.
Maybe this is just the awkward smile.
There are literally no pictures of him where he does not look kind of like that to some degree. Like every picture of him just looks shady in some capacity.
It's his hair and facial hair. It makes him look shady.
I mean, honestly,
expression be damned.
You know what the sad thing is? If I didn't put gel in my hair, that's pretty much what my hair would look like.
Oh yeah, when my hair grows out, it's like too, like it gets all curly like that. But he's just something about him that just like he's not very like photogenic. Like not that he's not like I'm not calling him ugly, but he just like always he never takes a good photo.
Let's just make that a little bigger for folks out there. There you go. Now you can see it a little better. Now you got it. Oh no, I don't. Oh man, yeah, no, he did. Yeah, he looks baked as fuck. Look at the black under the eyes here. Got the 8-day stubble going on.
Ironically, he hasn't slept in 8 days because of a cocaine binge.
Well, yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe this was the downward spiral of the binge.
Yeah, the coming down phase.
To be fair, he's using his razors for other things.
That's why he can't shave.
Mm-hmm.
Giving them to the guys to blade with? John Moxley's taking them? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Loaned one to Tony Storm.
John Moxley is taking the blades? Okay. This wasn't a September 11th joke, was it, Smark?
He probably got the blade back from Tony. He told John to go ahead and keep the onesie.
Was it Smark?
No,
Was
it
it?
was not. No,
Oh.
usually Box when I see people that look like Tony Khan, I don't immediately think of September 11th. I don't know what you hang on this.
Well, I mean, you mentioned razor blades. I'm just trying to think of where you're going with that. And you know what? Let's just move on here. What do you guys think of this? AEW, obviously,
We're living in a post Toby Keith world. We can move on. Let's be by God.
I don't know. Trump's probably gonna be president again, so never forget.
I don't like to remember we're in a post Toby Keith world. It's not a good thing.
Fucking Alan Jackson does a song to capitalize on. Where were you, Toby Keith? Stop turning.
Where were you when AEW closed up their doors?
We need Garth Brooks to make a comeback here.
Fucking Garth Brooks on AEW.
Actually, he
Garth Brooks, not. Oh fuck! I forget his pseudonym. Chris something.
Chris Gaines. You have fucking.
That's it. Chris Gaines.
Teaming with Darby Allin.
We talked about this a few weeks ago. I don't know. I thought we did. I don't know.
The fucking team angst. Garth Brooks had, ooh, that's what you do. Is he does like one side of his face is Garth Brooks, the other side is Chris Gaines, like how Darby Allin does his face.
Well, I mean,
like how this week his skeleton face looked a little smeared, kind of like how it would look if you got hit by a bus.
I just can't wait with all the with this whole MJF, a whole American title that they switched up to the from the international title. They switched it to the American title. I can't wait until Tony Khan has to eat his words and have Hulk Hogan on there, the real American himself.
Oh yeah,
Hulk Hogan, he's not welcome on this show. Oh wait, you're going to give us tons of money to promote your beer?
Right.
You know, we're done with Ric Flair. Why don't you join us?
Yeah. We're done with the Woo energy drink. Let's get Hulk Hogan's beer in here.
So we'll see what happens there. I hate to say, but that will be the complete ruination of Tony Khan right there if he ever does that.
I can't wait till the fucking scrum for All In. Tony's sitting there with Hogan's beer in front of him on the table.
Oh.
Tries not to mention it.
That'd be hilarious. I need to find that beer. I need to try it. I do. I'm looking for it when I go to the grocery stores. I really am. And the liquor stores. Someone around here will eventually carry it.
Box is looking like, why don't they have just a regular? Why is it all pale ale?
Better not be an idea.
Well, it's certainly not going to be a black and tan.
We don't make that, brother.
That would have been a pretty great gag, actually. Just 1 week, we all show up, we all have like the fucking real American beer in our hand.
I promise my father I'll buy it.
The horseshoe haircut.
I'll send it to all y'all. Send you one. I'll make sure I buy it warm.
I won't even drink it. I'll just keep it around as a prop, happily.
For a very long time, I had a bottle of that Roddy Piper bubblegum soda. Just fucking sitting around.
Yeah.
I tried it. It was actually pretty good.
Huh. I don't think I have any real old stuff here. I do have a Aunt Jemima bottle I kept.
Yo, homeboy! Welcome to the hood, brother!
You're good. You're getting good with that. You're getting real good.
Box just has a whole pantry full of like racist shit. Like Aunt Jemima, Uncle Ben.
I was just gonna say he's got his Uncle Ben's rice just in case they try to take him too.
You should just load it all up with fucking. You got to load that up with all Hulk Hogan clips, dude. We could just fucking do it. I mean,
the best of Hogan.
Hogan, the official spokesman.
Oh God. Anyway, was there anything more on the AEW Warner Brothers deal y'all wanted to mention?
Only that I don't think they're going to get a bunch of money. They fucking just paid out the ass for the rights to still be able to air NBA games, even though NBA signed with somebody else.
Yeah.
So like they had to pay even more.
Yeah, according to this, the Warner Brothers actually wanted to match Amazon's offer to the NBA. So,
yep,
Amazon doesn't exactly skimp when it comes to offering, like Netflix. So,
yeah, they've been paying out the fucking ass to air NFL games for the last few years, and the NFL just keeps pissing right in their mouths with like the worst matchups possible. Like, let's see, we'll have the two worst teams in the league play this week, and then next week we'll get like, I don't know, the number 20 and 23 team to play against each other. So they give no good matches up for Thursday. Thursday is always the worst fucking games of the week. Mm-hmm. Amazon pays far out the ass to air them.
And what happens typically, because you go, most teams that play Thursday night typically end up playing the Sunday that just happened. So you get a whole bunch of injuries too. So that's fun for everyone.
Yep. Like, all right, 4 days rest. Get back out on the field.
Yes. You're playing a sport you really shouldn't ever play for the betterment of your health, but you're going to be doing it in 4 days rest.
Oh,
right.
Butch up. They're getting paid well. Fuck off.
You heard it here, folks. Shut up and dribble.
Shut up and dribble.
They do get paid an awful lot to where it's not really going to matter if they feel their feet when they wake up in the morning.
Fuck that. You play football, shut up and block, you bitch.
So, oh my God, I can't remember what I had for dinner last night, but I do remember that I got millions and millions of dollars in the bank, so I guess we're good.
I don't remember what
they're not all going to end up like Antonio Brown.
I remember what I fucking had for dinner last night. Come on, I've never even been fucking hit that hard. Stop it. Fuck it. I don't remember what I had for dinner last night. Give me 20 million for a year. How's that?
Yeah, so if you got that kind of money, there's a good chance that you had pussy for dinner anyway, so it's all good.
Exactly. Just everyone fucking relax, all right?
Maybe a side of ass, depending on how much you were drinking.
Give me fucking 20 million a year. I'll be out there fucking every night. You need me to play? I'll play. Come on, I'll play. Come on. Don't fuck my knee. I'll play.
Right.
Well, if you're any good at playing cornerback,
$20 million, I'll get down on that bad knee and blow you. Shit.
Shit. Give me a pool float. I'll fucking do it. God damn it. All right. Okay. But,
it's like,
what?
I'm like, I had a friend one time. He's like, "Would you suck a dick for $1 million?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "But then you'd be a fag." I'm like, "Whatever. I'm gonna be that fag with $1 million."
Call me the $1 million queer, bitch. I'll get a belt made and everything. All right.
Yeah. That was actually that was the original gimmick pitch for the master. It was $1 million fag. Blow me, blow me, blow me, blow me.
Stop it, Virgil. Stop.
Look, all I'm saying is that you can buy a lot of toilet paper and or cleaning products for the amount of money that you're going to be making.
I mean, $1 million, I would try to get more out of it, but I'm just saying $1 million minimum, maybe. I wouldn't try to negotiate a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they pay the taxes on the $1 million. That might be a good. You pay the taxes, and then maybe I'll swallow for the taxes. But
swallowing's going to cost you an extra $1 million.
I'm just trying to work this out to where I actually get $1 million instead of the taxes on that shit.
There are so many potential titles that we could use now, but all of them are usable. I'm pretty sure the $1 million faggot will get us kicked off right.
It might.
I mean, your liberal friends would understand.
All for taxes.
I'm just saying there's a lot to think about when that much money comes into play, Smark. All right.
No,
Did we lose all our listeners? Is anybody still hanging on after all this?
Just say yes, I'll take $1 million.
I mean, if IRS is getting involved,
I mean, do I get the whole $1 million? Is this in payments?
Yeah, installments.
Is this in payments?
I'm gonna need the full $1 million up front. I don't trust you.
Some guy just shows up like a fucking publisher's clearinghouse type check, like one of those giant ass checks. Like, all right, get your fucking.
Ed McMahon, we came for what the fuck? All right.
Hey,
and then the memo spot says "suck a dick" for this check.
They do like it's just a flash, like the person's like wiping off their lips and shit.
And the taxes are paid. All right. Okay.
Also, how did nobody say the publisher's clearinghouse?
Damn it!
It was right there.
Okay, so before we lose everybody,
so I asked Smark, I was like, anybody left in the chat? Did we lose everybody?
Norab might be hanging on still. I believe we lost Horatio. I don't know.
You gave it your best shot.
Anyway,
we understand.
Thank you for your 10 minutes.
So, folks, today at the San Diego Comic-Con, Ronda Rousey announced that she is pregnant with her second child with husband Travis Brown.
That's a shame.
So what?
I was saying that's a shame. One more fucked up kid. There's no way she's going to have normal kids.
Well, none of us really are, but that's not going to be our fault. But I mean, you know, what's normal in society anyway now, really.
True.
But anyway, that was my last little thing, and now we can, whenever we decide to stop talking about whatever we were, we can talk about AEW Blood and Guts.
Yeah, let's get into it.
I was kind of trying to get us off that subject before it got any worse than it was.
Right. We might have lied to Horatio a bit when we said that Japanese shit was probably going to be the worst stuff of the show.
Oh, if you thought that was the worst, keep going. Just keep listening. Okay. So AEW Blood and Guts was last night. As we talked about, the show basically, well, it really kicked off with this weird segment with Will Ospreay and Alex Marvez.
Where were they? If they weren't at the arena yet, where the fuck were they?
They were in the parking lot. Now, Smark, you live in Nashville. Have you been to the Bridgestone Arena? Okay. Is there like a no? Well, fuck.
I have a very small amount, but self-respect and dignity. I'm not going to the home of the Nashville Predators.
Okay. Well,
but Cheese has a good point though. It's like, first off, where the fuck were they? Second off, let's assume that Alex Marvez didn't know that Will Ospreay was going to ask for his card keys. Like, let's say this is a real thing that happened. That motherfucker did not park at a parking spot. He was parked off to the side of the fucking parking spot. So he was illegally parked already. He deserved being fucking carjacked.
And according to AEW, he was in the hotel parking garage. And he had to get to the arena. But there was a knife in his tire. By the way, that was like a $7 gas station knife.
They had the idea on the way to the arena and stopped at the local speedway.
Yeah, I am a knife guy. That was like a $7 gas station behind the glass knife. That's what that was. Or behind the plexiglass, excuse me, knife.
Although they did pick the right state to do it in, because I could picture somebody's car that's British being vandalized in Tennessee.
They probably stopped at the Valero and picked that bitch up. Yep. So we had that. That was the weirdest segment. Like Smark said, the car was just there.
It's like, yeah, luckily I'm already parked in a position where I don't even need to back out. Like, I thought that would have been great if that was like the first 5 minutes of fucking Dynamite, was Will Ospreay trying to back out of a narrow space in a parking garage.
I also liked the part where he's like, have you ever driven in America? And he's like, no, bruv. And it's like, okay, well, how'd you get the rental car into the garage if you've never driven before? How many times have you fucking been in America now to do shows and you've never fucking driven? I don't fucking believe it for a second.
That's where I would have taken up more time and shown him driving to the arena. That's where I would have done it right there. Shown him all over the road, causing accidents behind him. Oh, that would have been great. Absolutely.
Yeah. Why are they all coming at me, bruv? They're all driving on the wrong side of the road, bruv. What's a one-way, bruv?
Why do I keep seeing accidents in my rearview mirror? Bro.
Yeah. What are their stop sign? Where are the roundabouts, bruv?
Oh
no, it's Tennessee. There's plenty of fucking roundabouts here.
Yeah, they're popping up all over the place up here too.
I do like the idea, that this is the most we've ever broken down any segment ever. It is just rush. Like this is where the podcast comes from. And B, I also like the idea of just a highly conceptual episode of like doing some Andy Kaufman type shit on an episode of Dynamite. That is just an entire 2 hours of Will Ospreay driving to the arena, and then next week it's him at the arena.
All I'm saying is sometimes the best part of AEW is not the matches. When in reality, a lot of people say the matches are the better part of AEW. I tend to disagree.
This is actually how we get Hulk Hogan to AEW to promote his Real American Beer.
Right.
You have Will Ospreay driving around like he's Nick Hogan, getting into all these accidents.
Well played.
Why are the cops behind me, bro?
It's just Hulk Hogan.
Why are they playing Real American, bro?
Next week in Dynamite, there's just like a jail cell somewhere that has like Nick Hogan, Will Ospreay, and fucking Sonny. Vehicle offenders.
Did daughter just come in to say night?
She just got out of the bath. So I doubt she's going to sleep anytime soon.
Yeah, they wake my kids up too. I didn't even notice that was still up there. Okay. There we go. But yeah, that was that like I said, sometimes the best part of AEW is not the matches. Sometimes the matches are just too fucking long on these shows. But anyway, we did get, as we said earlier, a new American title. So the International Championship is no longer. MJF has created another title, the American title.
That was a dog shit promo too from MJF. I don't know. I just like really you're going with the stupid cheap heat. America's the greatest place ever, except Nashville. Nashville's garbage. Like, all right. I don't like Nashville either, but like this. I don't know. It's just too cliche, I guess.
He always goes for the cheap heat, though, so that's kind of an MJF thing. But I will agree, this was not a great promo. Because he was there to really introduce a title, which I didn't need to be. It didn't. I don't know why you would have MJF do that. I would have had someone else come out there like Alex Marvez or even Tony Schiavone go out there, introduce the title, and then bring out MJF, who could have cut a promo. But when you got that guy out there introducing an American title with all the shit happening right now with a fucking, with Biden stepping down, with Trump running, with this going on, why would you have MJF go out there and literally give this? Because it was stupid. You're right. Not only the cheap heat, but just the dialogue in it was not good.
Yeah, it wasn't put together well at all. Like he just sounded like he was stumbling through half of it. Like he wasn't remembering the full lines. He'd get like halfway through it and like, oh yeah.
I don't know. I didn't care for it either, but I don't understand why you would have a guy like a heel like MJF, who the crowd literally started chanting "Shut the fuck up" in the first 2 minutes of his promo.
Right.
Why you got a guy out there? Usually the baby faces introduce an American title like that for the US.
But then the crowd played right into his hand a little bit with that and started chanting USA. Like, God damn you, Nashville.
I don't think it's a permanent title. I think it's just MJF's thing until he loses it. But then that doesn't even really make sense either, because he's not like a patriotic type character necessarily. So he's just
exactly.
He's basically, and it's actually pretty cool. That's the part of the gimmick I like, is he's basically just using the whole like American title thing to say like racist shit. Because he's routinely said if wrestling is like the wrestling shit that happens in Japan doesn't matter, it doesn't exist, and that kind of shit. And then people on Twitter get all upset about it, which is like he's doing sort of like how fucking WWE used to think of like if shit happened in Japan, it didn't happen at all.
Well, he should have came down to the ring with fucking Haley Welch, and she could have held up that international title. I'm gonna give that thing a Hawk Tuah, spit on that thing.
I have to say, I was shocked they didn't have her come out and do something. I was
disappointed.
I really was expecting her to come out or be in a video or be somewhere backstage or something. I really thought they would have had her, but she's traveling everywhere, man. She's
holding out for WWE money.
Gotta give that thing a Hawk Tuah.
She's doing her thing, man. I whatever. At least she's not showing her asshole on the internet.
Yeah, I thought for sure she was the next OnlyFans millionaire, but I guess not.
She says she's just not comfortable with her comfortable. And I mean, when you look at the pictures of her, she doesn't have that great a body, but
yeah, see, I haven't seen her body.
I got news for you. That means you're gay.
What did I say? What did I say there?
Yeah, I was just saying, like, I only remember seeing her face. That I don't remember them showing her body much in that video, and I haven't looked at her outside of that video. So,
Smark, you got to wipe that shit up, brother.
And there's jizz everywhere.
You got to wipe that shit up, brother. Why you got to do it, man? Mm-hmm. I cannot believe we've been through 2 hours of this bullshit already. Okay.
Yeah, the wife's not going to be pleased with me.
We really don't. I mean, think about it. We don't have much more because it was really a one-match fucking show. It
was.
I mean, we basically already talked about the Chris Jericho, Minoru. Why can't I speak? Suzuki.
Minoru Suzuki. There we go.
The guy named after a fucking motorcycle. Okay.
Yeah, the guy that was around to see Hiroshima.
Right. Well, wow. Now the only thing I will bring up in this match is, my God, Jericho was dripping blood out of his chest from the chops.
Yeah, from the chops.
Yeah.
Which is like, come on. Why do we need that many chops? It's a wrestling match, not a slap match. A chop here and there, that's fine. But like,
it was a New Japan style match. It was a Suzuki New Japan style match.
Yeah,
that's what that was, and that's what we got. So,
didn't like that one, huh? Well, me so Sally. Oh, so.
What's he gonna do next? The flapping dickie.
Uh-oh, I'm losing him. Time for the A material. Hey, hey! Also, me like the fly light. Me flap a dicky wrong time.
The fucking spinning bow tie. It'd been a while since I've seen that. I'm like, what the hell is this A game? I forget. The spinning bow tie. Thanks, Krusty.
This is why we're losing listeners.
Everybody loves
we never had Asian listeners, get out of here.
No, you're probably right. Anyway,
Dirk eating Panda Express does not count as an Asian.
Telling you, bro. Pay that extra $1 and get that honey walnut shrimp. I'm telling you.
Orange chicken, Beijing beef.
That's the irony of Dirk eating anything with the name Express in it. What are you doing, pretty girl?
We got the Chicken Express here. That shit's good. So
Yeah, no, like I thought it was all right. I I mean, Jericho just.
I hate the Judas elbow too. Even when it's used on him. Go on, get the fuck out of here, dog.
wait, what happened? Okay.
I didn't see that there was a dog there at first, and all I saw was your daughter, and I heard "Get the fuck out of here!" And I was like, "Jesus!"
No, talking to the dog.
I mean, it's funny. But it's a bit inappropriate.
Bit aggressive.
Is it funny? Yeah, the Jewish guy laughed. It's funny. Okay.
It passed the test.
All right. Although I have a sense of humor, which no one seems to have anymore. So I apologize.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to apologize for laughing at that joke anyway.
Could be up on his podium tomorrow. Boss is going to come up and call him into the office. What the fuck is this shit box?
No, probably not. My boss is my father. All right.
I actually like the idea of trying to send this episode to like Dave Meltzer to see if we could get on the F4W network.
I'd like to send this episode to anybody to try to get on their network. Just to see the letters we would get back, if any. See if they're even respectful about it. We're sorry, we decided to decline your offer. Respectfully.
We get turned down, but then like 2 days later, Brian Alvarez, we have Japanese, and I'm like, God damn it!
Oh fuck! All right.
Motherfucking Salamonster stole my idea. That motherfucker.
Son of a bitch.
We had this horrible another bad segment in my opinion was this backstage interview with Willow Nightingale where everyone knew she was going to be attacked by Chris Statlander, and she was,
except her apparently.
Yeah, she's the only one who didn't see that one coming. I didn't care for that segment. I did like this segment though. The next segment we had was where
real quick comment. I like how they brought in fucking Stephanie, whatever, the one that signed with WWE. Anyway, she signed with WWE. She leaves CMLL, leaving the title behind. So they had to have a fucking open challenge for, or not open challenge. It was a three-way with a CMLL wrestler, another wrestler from another promotion I can't remember, and fucking Willow Nightingale. And Willow Nightingale's the one that won it. That's the title she had with her yesterday.
Yeah, it was a little.
I was like, we brought your champion onto our show, and that resulted in her getting taken away by another company, and you guys losing your champion. So, you should put the belt on our wrestler.
a little petty.
We could guarantee you're not going anywhere.
A little petty. But I did like the next segment where Renee Paquette was interviewing Bryan Danielson, mainly because I like looking at Renee Paquette. But it was and Jeff Jarrett comes in. Jeff Jarrett is suddenly the I'm going to help everyone guy out of the thing. I'm a little confused by it. I do like Jeff Jarrett. Comes up and he gives Brian is kind of talking this, I don't know where my career is going, blah 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 blah. And of course, Jeff Jarrett comes in as Dr. Phil to give some advice and basically cheer Brian Danielson up. And
Brian, does Bree hit you at home? I can talk you through it.
maybe that's what it was. But I did like this. But I've also noticed Jeff Jarrett is becoming the guy that just helps everybody. He was trying to help Brian in this segment. And even in the last match, he was trying to help some, Swerve Strickland. Jeff Jarrett is just becoming the helper. Now we had this Britt Baker Sheeta match, and Britt Baker probably could have used a little more ring rust. Comes to mind. I didn't find this match very good at all. I'm sorry, I didn't. I like Sheeta, I like Britt, but I found this match a little lacking. Hate to say.
Well, luckily for me, this is when I chose to do the dishes because I needed to get the dishes done yesterday. So I didn't really actually see this match. I just kind of listened to it from the kitchen.
Well, I probably should have done the dishes. But what we did get after the match, though, was
the irony.
Oh yeah. Well, we got Mercedes Moné in the ring, walking down the ramp actually, and we
wearing a cowboy hat.
Wearing a cowboy hat, absolutely, because she's Beyonce.
Well, yeah, I mean they're in Nashville, so just clearly everybody in Tennessee wears fucking cowboy hats.
Right.
It's the most wild shit because it's the only profession that people just dress as for leisure. Like nobody ever fucking dresses like a fucking firefighter for just no good reason.
I mean, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, anyway.
Some people are into that role playing stuff. Like they just dress up like firemen for no reason.
Yeah.
Lived in Tennessee. Hell yeah. I've lived in Tennessee for over 15 years, and I've seen 20 people total wearing fucking cowboy hats. It's not something that it's not like fucking Luke doesn't get out of his flat and walk over to one of those.
Really?
The big red one?
I see a lot of cowboy hats in Texas. More than you think, and a lot. And my God, if you're driving behind a pickup truck, there's guaranteed to be one in the fucking hanging from the mirror.
I mean, fuck, we had the
tailgating you while you're doing,
We had the local county festival here in Michigan and this week, and we went there on Tuesday, I think it was. And I probably seen fucking 13 dudes wearing cowboy hats just at that fair alone in Michigan. We're posers up here.
Well,
just because I live out in the country a bit.
Every place has a little country part of it,
Yeah. They think just because their fucking granddad fucking had a bean field, they're like, oh, hell yeah, I'm a cowboy. No, you're a hick. There's a difference.
Not much, but yeah. But we did get Mercedes has hired herself some muscle and some hot muscle, in my opinion. Camille came out there and beat the hell out of Britt Baker, but that I'm glad to see Camille on there.
What the fuck? It took them this long to get her on TV, and this is what they give her? She's Sasha Banks's bitch.
What? Well, which I think is okay because Camille, I mean, when she really was started out in NWA and got popular, she was
Magnus's
Nick Aldis. And she never spoke, which they may bring the not speaking back with her. I don't know if they're going to, but they may. But
she was much better in that role.
True, but I mean, she is built. I mean, that woman is former girlfriend of Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
Maybe we should try to have Mercedes not speak for a while. Maybe you let Camille speak for.
I mean, that would be a better idea, but that's not what they're going to do. They paid Mercedes way too much.
Or,
but yeah,
or just like add insult to injury and just give her the old Sammy Guevara gimmick where like holding up the flashcards with the words on them.
You never know. You never know. She may. But what I think is funny is literally last week, everybody was more over the weekend. In the beginning of this week, everybody was putting out these little things on. This is Camille. Camille's been signed with AEW since blah, blah, blah. We haven't seen her yet. And then suddenly this week, here's Camille.
I thought I seen something a couple weeks ago about it. Or not a couple weeks ago, like even a month ago. But yeah,
I'm glad to see her. Actually, I'm happy to see her. So we'll see where that goes. We had another little backstage segment with Nick Wayne and Christian Cage, Kip Sabian. Kip Sabian.
They fucking buried, rightfully so, because fuck them. But they buried him into oblivion because they literally told him in the promo that nobody cares that your dad's dead. Like, we're not even going to do our stick for you because you're so unimportant.
Yeah, I mean it's basically the way it went. So
they didn't say your fat grandma's dead, right, MJF?
Oh my lord, that was horrible. Then we had PAC.
That would have.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. No. Go.
I was gonna say that would have made that MJF promo better. It's like if when he talked about his grandmother being dead, if like Christian just came out, it's like, nope. Fucking immediately hands him a fucking cease and desist note, and then just doesn't even say anything. Just hands him the cease and desist, and just walks back up the ramp.
Just hands him a
Shut
letter.
The fuck up.
Hands him a letter in a turtleneck envelope.
Oh, that'd be dope. He has his own stationery too.
Oh yes, that's what I would do. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. We had 2 more matches on this show that were what they were. They were fine. We had PAC
squash matches with nobodies. Basically.
Exactly. We had Boulder, which I swear to God, I thought I thought he was Otis for a half a second.
He did kind of have an Otis look to him.
I really did. I saw him the first time I was playing a game when I was watching this show, and I looked up and I saw him, and I'm like from the back, and I'm like, is that Otis? Holy fuck! And no, it wasn't Otis.
Let that sink in for a second, though. This guy looked like a bit like Otis, and he lost to PAC in like fucking 90 seconds.
Yep. That's well, that could happen.
Big as Otis, lost to PAC. 90 seconds.
Pretty jacked, dude. Pretty jacked. But I did notice, first of all, they gave Mariah May a name called the Glamour. She was up against a nobody, Caitlin Alexis, who actually looked like she had a good look to her.
She was the local girl. They said from Nashville. So
yeah, basically this was to get Toni Storm back, and we did see Toni Storm come back after this match. It was a squash match. After the match is over, she tried to play a little joke, Mariah May, like she did last week. Played Toni Storm's music and started laughing like, haha, I got you. But really, Toni Storm was behind her. Little bit of a new look for Toni Storm, but we'll see. But there you go. We got Toni Storm back. That'll happen. And then we got this blood and guts match, guys. Let's just get into it. So we had Okada, Jack Perry, Adam Page, the Young Bucks in this match against Swerve Strickland, Mark Briscoe, Darby Allin, the Acclaimed.
And the promo earlier in the night with them was like, why the fuck were they even bothering? Like, thank God for
Mark Briscoe.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
But yeah, it was just awful before. Oh, I got beef with you. I got beef with you. Well, I got beef with him too. So I got beef with you now. We're on a team. And we didn't bring any of this up until the day of the match. We got beef with each other. Like, shut the fuck up. Who the fuck wrote this?
Brian Cage.
Yeah, there you go. We know what Joe Biden's doing now that he's quitting fucking being the president.
He's writing AEW promos.
Yes. I got beef with you. Joe, you already wrote that once. Oh, I got beef with you. Oh, fuck. There is a third time.
Which one of you is Corn Pop? Oh, that'd be Mr. Bowens. Okay. Get it? Corn Pop. Anyway. Okay, let's go. So,
well, let me smell her hair. It's great.
we started this match out with Jack Perry and Darby Allin, which was fine. This was all right, but let's keep. I mean, we can tell you who came out at each, but we had thumbtacks, we had this, we had that, we had a ton of shit in this match. But let's just get to when the match actually started to start, which is when Hangman his music plays. He's one of the last guys to come out, and he doesn't come out. Then Swerve comes out, and Hangman decides he's going to handcuff Swerve to the cage. This is where the clusterfuck started in this match. If you get I'm not going to say this was a bad match, but I got to tell you, there was way too much going on in this match.
Yeah.
For me, I'm not going to say.
It's because motherfuckers can't sell. So instead of like some of them being knocked out for fucking ever like they should while other moves are going on, they're like, nope, I'm back up.
Well, okay. You had, all right, I'm just saying, you had Hangman not showing up, Swerve coming down, Swerve.
That was Joe Biden's fault too, though, because he was like, all right, fucking Hangman comes down, and then Hangman comes down. Like, you already said that, Joe. No, you didn't let me finish. He comes down, but he doesn't come down. And then Swerve comes down. Then he comes down to beat up Swerve. The
problem was he was actually playing Hangman. And until it was over, he couldn't send Hangman down.
Yes.
But basically what happened was we had the Hangman thing. Just this is what I mean by a complete overbooking. Hangman doesn't come down. Swerve finally comes down. We get Swerve handcuffed. We almost get Hangman fired because immediately fucking one of the Bucks come on and say, we already suspended you, but if you don't get in this ring, you're fired. So that's also going on. Jeff Jarrett then comes down. Brandon Cutler comes down. And neither one of them can use a key to a goddamn handcuff. Jesus fucking Christ. I have one. Look. Handcuff key. Right here on my keychain. I have one. I could have saved Swerve, goddammit, okay?
That's why you should have been in the crowd box, man. You should have made the trip up to Nashville to see Smark, and then you could have saved fucking Swerve.
I could have, goddammit. I have a fucking handcuff key that I could have used. Jeff Jarrett couldn't get the key in the fucking hole. Karen, I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, Karen is regretting leaving Kurt now.
Good God, you should have stayed with Kurt. He could probably find the hole. Yeah, Jeff Jarrett couldn't find the keyhole. Couldn't find it. So we had to. So now I'm on 6 things there. So we had to have Prince Nana come down with wire cutters. Not even wire cutters. Just fucking, yeah, they were wire cutters. And the match is still going on. That's 7 things going on while the match is going on. 7? How do you expect anyone with a fuck? How do you expect ADD people to fucking keep up with this shit?
How do you expect anybody to?
It's too much. Then we had staple guns. We had staple guns going around the fucking thing. Go ahead.
I mean, I've bitched about this before, and I'll bitch about this again. I'll die on this hill fucking repeatedly.
Please.
That's why I don't like the format of that match. Like, I get the idea it's supposed to be the War Games thing. I don't like the War Games thing either. I don't like the idea that you have to wait like 20 fucking minutes of actual match before the match begins. Like, and they brought it back because like Cody was there at the time or whatever. Cody's gone. Cody's probably not coming back. fucking amend the rules of the match. Have it so that people can get eliminated, so that actually having the advantage matters. The problem, what I was saying, is that you have to the match doesn't start until everybody gets in. So like you have 20 minutes, 25 minutes, whatever, however long it takes of just like basically nothing happening. And then you get the final portion of the match where it actually quote unquote begins, and you just shove a bunch of shit in there to like try to make up for lost time. So you have a bunch of like nonsensical shit happening all at once.
Right. It's like everyone already got their shit in, and now they got to get their shit in again.
Yeah.
I mean, and literally everyone did get their shit in again. I mean, let's face it. Finally, the match starts because they were told to start the match. Even now, the rules were the match doesn't start until everyone is in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
And they still made the referee start it without Swerve in the ring. Of course, he gets the wire cutters, he gets in the ring. Darby Allin does the craziest coffin drop. Folks, I'm telling you now, enjoy Darby Allin while we can.
He's gonna be gone quicker than. Well, I shouldn't say Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy's still lingering. Gone quicker than Jeff Hardy should be.
I will say Jeff Hardy is a genius compared to the shit Darby Allin does. How do you like that?
Well, yeah. I just mean fucking throwing himself in the shit recklessly, though.
I totally get it, but I'm gonna tell y'all, and I will, like Smark said earlier, I will die on that hill. Enjoy Darby Allin while we can. I will guarantee we are going to hear one day he is either paralyzed or has done something dumb enough to fucking kill himself. That man is going to fuck himself up one day. I mean, this wasn't even the most dangerous move he's done, crawling across the fucking rafters and not rafters, though, the cage and dropping. But he even almost fucking killed himself doing that.
Yep.
Then we had, after the staple guns, we had Jack Perry.
The staple gun circle jerk. Jesus Christ, I can't talk.
The staple gun circle jerk. Exactly what it was. It was ridiculous. And I mean, those staples are, my God, you can get those up to a fucking 1/8 inch. They could have been this fucking big for all you know. This fucking big. But neither here nor there. The main thing about this match people are talking about is the chair shot that Jack Perry took, which was unprotected. Now, Brian Alvarez was quick to jump on social media to say the chair was gimmicked. It was shaved down. So I don't know what I don't know how. If you think about what he said, the chair was shaved down. What does that mean? Does that mean they grinded it down? It's still a fucking steel chair. Now, I'm not like everyone else. I'm not pissed off that Jack Perry took this shot. You know why? Jack Perry chose to take this fucking headshot. If he chooses to have his fucking brain scrambled, that's not my fucking problem. Not my problem. If he wants to go out there and take a fucking unprotected chair shot, good for you.
He went in the back and said, "Cry me a desert."
Yeah. I don't think Smark would go out there and do it. I don't think Cheese would go out there and do it. But if Jack Perry wants to go out there and get his fucking head rattled, so be it. That's not my fucking business. But unfortunately, in today's internet society, it did not come off very good at all. A lot of people were not happy with it. Even Corey Graves jumped online to say, "Oh my God, it's not worth it." I mean, we've seen this forever, unprotected chair shots, and suddenly everyone is worried about it. No one was worried about it back in fucking the late 90s. No one was worried. Oh, I know. We know more about CTE. I don't care. He chose to take the chair shot. Chair gimmicked, chair not gimmicked. Choices. Message.
I had to laugh at Nora when
What a mark.
Oh, please keep that one. Please keep that one.
Of course.
I like that one. No, it's just weird. Everyone, I mean, one of the most famous pictures of Stone Cold Steve Austin is Bret Hart's ass and Stone Cold Steve Austin covered in blood. Notice I said Bret Hart's ass. And Steve Austin covered in blood. I mean, we've seen these chair shots for how many fucking years? And I don't
Right.
Choice is choice. If he said, hit me hard with the fucking chair, I'll take it unprotected. Okay. Jack Perry's an idiot. Let's go with that.
Right.
It's got nothing to do with me. So, anywho, that was the main thing everybody was jumping into there. So, what did you guys think about the unprotected chair shot? Smark, get me off the fucking stage here.
I mean, I get the idea of like people not wanting to see it or maybe making people uncomfortable, but also like you were saying, and like I've said before, he's a professional, he's a grown man, it's his choice. If he wants to do it, he wants to deal with potential consequences. That is, I forgot that I still had you zoomed in. Anyways.
I figured that would work. I was right.
Good point. No, I mean, yeah, he knows the risk. He knows the consequences. If he wants to do it, it's on him. Like, I could see people, like, being a little bit, like, squeamish about it, but, like, the idea of, like, he shouldn't do it. What's wrong with him? It's like, he's a fucking grown man. If he agrees to it and Tony Khan says it's okay, or I don't know if he knew about it or not, but, you know, if he did and he said it's okay, fine, let it happen.
I'm sure he did. I'm sure. Cheese, what you got?
I mean, yeah, same thing. If you want to take the shot, let him take the shot. I immediately, like, when he took the shot, I was like, oh, wow, unprotected chair shot. I didn't think they were allowed to do that anymore, but that's probably a WWE thing. That was pretty much it for me. I wasn't like, oh, my God, I can't believe they did that. Whatever. I haven't seen one of those in a minute. Not like that.
I thought about if you think about what Brian Alvarez's statement says, the chair was gimmicked. How?
That shit always reminds me of like what JR used to go off about on commentary, like back in the day when they'd have like the hardcore matches. Like, and people say they know how to fall. How do you fall off a fucking 20-foot ladder? It's like, how do you learn how to do it? Like, it's just that shit. Like, how do you shave a chair, by God?
I mean, it's still okay. Even if that's like, would you rather get shot by a 9mm or a 25 caliber? You're getting hit by a piece of steel this thick or this thick. You're still getting hit by a piece of steel.
Yep.
Or aluminum, as most of these chairs really are. But how do you gimmick that?
I would be so mad if I was.
I think Alvarez is full of shit. But anyway, go. I'm sorry, Smark.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I cut you off. I was saying I'd be fucking mad if I was Jack. Like the one thing of like people being like, he shouldn't do it. What's he doing? He's wrong. He's a fucking idiot. Like that's kind of the reaction that you're going for to some degree, I think. Of like, it's shocking and titillating and whatever and all that kind of shit. But then somebody be like, it's a fake chair. Like, I will fucking kill you.
I mean, if the chair had padding on it, we'd be able to say it was gimmick. But really, I think Brian Alvarez is full of shit. How do you gimmick a fucking chair? You can gimmick a guitar. Jarrett's guitar is supposedly shaved down in the back, but it just doesn't make sense to me how you can. Okay, so they thinned out a chair. Okay, so he got hit with a thinner piece of steel. Okay, I don't want to get hit with a chair at all. But also, I think Jack Perry does this stupid shit, because no matter what happens, people talk about Jack Perry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty much all he wants to go for, I think, is the attention.
And I think he does this for the exact that exact reason. We're talking about it. Everyone's talking about it. Even Corey Graves.
How long were people?
Please, come on. I'm done.
I was just saying, how fucking long were people talking about the fucking when Cody took the chair shot? Like, right? Oh my God, the fucking chair shot. Blah, blah, blah. People are still talking about that bullshit.
And that was an accident.
Yeah, it was an accident. And I mean, it's a pretty good trade-off. You're taking one chair shot versus like the other one that sticks out in my mind is that fucking Royal Rumble match where Foley did like fucking 8 to 10 of them. Like,
yeah.
13 unprotected chair shots, I believe, is what Matt said. Handcuffed. Look, that was a little, and even Foley said in Beyond the Mat, if The Rock wasn't as green as he was, that might not have happened to me. But I mean, that was excessive. I will say, I had a hard time watching that match. The hardest part of watching that part of Beyond the Mat is his kids are just bawling their eyes out.
Right. Yeah, that was
unsettling. And that's probably one of the worst parts of that thing. But this was one chair shot, folks. This was one chair shot. ECW has existed. How many times did we see unprotected chair shots? WWE used to do this back in the day. It's not that big of a deal. Y'all are begging for the Attitude Era to come back when they go to Netflix. What's going to happen when WWE does this? What are you going to do? Oh, they would never. Really? What happens if the guy doesn't get his fucking hand up?
Right.
Anything can fucking happen, folks. Anything can happen. But I don't know. I just think it's funny we got everyone begging for these. Oh, I wish the Attitude Era would come back. He was awesome. It comes back for fucking 3 seconds, and look what happens.
The internet loses its mind.
Yep.
The internet would not allow a fucking Attitude Era. All the people that want the Attitude Era to come back, you guys would just fucking ruin it. With the internet.
The only people that would like the Attitude Era coming back are my age. And eventually, we're going to get older and start bitching about the shit you're doing in the Attitude in the era. So it's not worth it.
Yeah.
I think these guys make a fucking choice. If they want to go out there and fucking bust their heads open and take chair shots and take staples to the fucking ear, head, ass, whatever they want, it's not me.
Right.
Do what you want to do. Better you than me. How's that?
Yep.
So AEW last night I thought was okay. I really think when they have these special matches, they need to think about the undercard a little more, because it's pretty underwhelming. As this match only had a few like glaring moments, even in the blood and guts match, and it only had a few glaring moments. A lot of the match we complained about the first part of the match. So really wasn't that great of a show last night for what it should have been, a blood and guts. You know, I honestly would have been better with more backstage segments last night leading up to the match, and you know, having a few other things like Tony Storm coming back, even Camille doing that was fine. But some of those, like the 4 or 5 other matches, didn't have to fucking happen. They should have been building up to this match. Just me.
Yeah. No, maybe they just wanted to make the night so boring, so it would make the main event seem even better, since it was called Blood and Guts.
Yeah, PAC didn't need to take off fucking Jerk Off McGee.
Yeah.
No, it didn't have to fucking happen. You didn't have to have a lot of the other fucking matches. They could have been. You should have had Renee Paquette's fine ass back there fucking doing interviews most of the fucking time. Just
that's the way to go about it.
All right, that was selfish of me. All right. By the way, they did bring in Melissa Santos. She will be coming in soon, so she will be helping out Renee Paquette backstage more than likely. Oh, they brought her in the ring announcer, but I could still see her doing some help.
I'd like to see her doing some help.
Yeah.
Also, referring to her as help is kind of insensitive.
Well, I wouldn't mind.
They're not all maids, Box. Okay.
I could help out Renee. I'm telling you. I don't bleed.
No.
I don't bleed in bed. I don't mess up your sheets, Renee.
Do you think that Moxley like purposely waits for that particular week? Like that's when he actually goes to town? He's like, oh, you too, huh? I'll bleed, you'll bleed. Well,
maybe, or do you think he just blades while he's fucking her? I mean,
now you can't tell which one's which. Is it my blood? Is it your blood?
Okay, this is getting nasty, and I think
No, I was gonna say real quick though, it's like they were in Nashville, and I was like, actually, you talking about it. Cheese had asked if I was gonna go, and I was like, I kind of want to. In hindsight, having watched the show, if I paid money to be there, I would have been disappointed. Like,
I think you're right.
Like I would have paid to full disclosure, I would have paid to just to see Suzuki. I would have been there for the Suzuki match, and the Suzuki match wasn't all that good. I just wanted to see somebody who fucking fought Bass Root and wrestle. That was pretty cool. But yeah, like so you get that match. That match wasn't all that good. You get a fucking PAC squash match. You get a Mariah May squash match. You get, and then that's it. You get the fucking blood and guts match that takes forever before anything interesting happens. Like there's just probably a lot of just sitting on your hands when you're in that ring.
Probably. Those are my daughter's headphones, the Mickey ears, the mini ears. She loves them. Yeah, I probably would have been. I mean, I wouldn't have been completely pissed if I had paid, but I don't think I would have been happy either. You know,
right?
Although I probably would have been drunk, so I might have been happy.
Just badgering some poor like the fucking popcorn guy or like merchandise salesman. It's like, so okay, but so Ospreay got the car into the parking garage. He's never driven before. And see, Marvez wasn't parked in a parking spot. And this like poor janitor's is like, can you fucking leave? The show's been over for 3 hours.
No, I'm getting my money's worth out of this.
But you got to realize why was he parked there? Okay. Why?
And who slashed his tires? We never got to the bottom of that. It's like, sir, you do not fit into that Young Bucks t-shirt either, sir.
It was, we know, listen, it was a fucking cheap gas station knife. There's only one person that could have slashed that tire, Michael PSAs.
Don't you fucking get my hopes up. I would love that. Fucking, that's how you bring in Ricochet. Ricochet is fucking managed by Doc Hendricks. He's wearing the same shitty war when he managed the Hardy Boys. He's got the fucking like Janko jeans and the tight fucking top on.
Oh shit.
I'll be honest. If I was Tony Khan and I had a chance to get Ricochet, I wouldn't want Ricochet. I'd want Prince Puma.
Mm-hmm.
Shut the fuck
Conan's
up.
not doing shit. You can get him out there.
Shut the fuck up. Don't say a word, and I will fucking get you a fucking manager. God damn it.
That is unironically his
MVP.
best.
No, I was just gonna say MVP.
MVP. Come on in, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Smark.
Okay. No, I was just saying that unironically is his best gimmick when he wore a mask and didn't talk.
Yeah. Listen. We said Ricochet earlier for MVP. It might not be a bad idea. I would bring him back as Prince Puma. Tony's got the money to pay Lucha Underground to get that fucking trademark. I doubt it's even trademarked at this point with Lucha Underground being dead.
I don't think you can. But I, in all seriousness, would love to see like Dario Cueto and AEW.
Yeah, we'll see.
Manager, fucking authority figure. But yes, also, you fucking. I'm going to spend the rest of the night thinking about what fucking Michael Hayes would be like in AEW.
If that
they change Ricochet's name to Fingers.
If that knife smells like wild turkey, I'm telling you who it is right now. Okay.
I also like how he was in a super hurry and shit. Like, oh no, bruv, I'm gonna be late to the arena now. It's like you literally just walked out and found your tire slashed. Why were you leaving so late?
It's like
he just fucking beelines to fucking Thunder Rosa with a full fucking bottle of wild turkey. He's like, what's the best breed? That letter G-A.
Yeah. Don't worry, Will. MJF still has a fucking American title to introduce, so don't worry.
Thunder Rosa Mendes.
I didn't know you drank. I didn't.
Haven't seen you in ages, darling. You ready to party again?
Oh shit! All right. This is all.
Yeah. Speaking of Michael Hayes, that was that list I was talking about where they had like it said recent releases, and it was all the colored folk they could think of. Alicia Fox was on that list.
Oh God.
She's been gone for fucking how recent? What's recent? Like the past decade? What the fuck?
That's a long time ago. So anyway, that's all I got.
Sounds good.
Yeah, same here.
Really want me to pull that up? Every time I do this, every time he's gonna get me. He's gonna get me.
I think it says PBS. It might be safe.
Oh, John, my God. It's a picture of Stuttering John.
Oh, it's just a picture? Okay.
Norab, goddamn you. What's this, Norab? Norab, don't be fucking with me. Norab? What's this one? Another picture of Stuttering John. I'm going to fucking kill you. I'm going to hunt you down and kill you. Okay. Norab, motherfucker. Now I'm not putting it back on. Okay. All right, folks. That is all we have tonight. We have been 2 hours and 40 minutes. I think you've heard enough of us. I'm surprised we're still on here at this point.
We ain't trying to make no money. They ain't gonna kick us off. Fuck it.
Yeah, right. We're not more. I don't even have enough subscribers to get monetized yet. So, but hey, folks, subscribe. Leave a review. No, don't leave a review.
Sorry again, Horatio.
That's right.
Come back, Horatio. We'll try better next week. But anyway, folks,
we really won't.
No, we won't. But I think that's all we got, folks. That's all we got. We're plenty into this fucking show, and we will. I don't know if we're doing something on Hollywood Hangout this week. I'll figure it out. Did you guys want to do something? Crow something?
Yeah, I was gonna tell you. I can't do it this Saturday, but next Saturday I could probably get on and do something.
All right, we'll figure it out for next Saturday. Then I'll figure out this Saturday. Fuck it, I'll figure something out. I got plenty of movies I've seen that I can talk about.
All right, yeah, I said Crow or Twister. I would say.
Yeah,
I did go see Twisters, by the way. It wasn't a bad movie at all.
I didn't look bad. I definitely want to. Once it comes to streaming, I'll check it out. I'm not much of a movie theater guy.
Yeah, we went to the drive-in. The first time I've ever been to a drive-in movie, so it was a new experience.
I saw the pictures. You did it right, man. You did it right. Blankets, pillows, nice, very nice. So,
for the baby in the back, she was all set up.
Oh yeah,
she didn't want nothing to do with the fucking toys or anything. She wanted to come up and fuck with us the whole time, but still enjoyed the movie.
That reminded me of the first drive-in I went to. It was the movie Grease, and we were in a station wagon with my parents. So, oh yeah, blankets, pillows in the back. We fell asleep during the movie. Yeah, good time.
Yeah, didn't work out that way for us. We ended up we watched all the Twisters, and then probably like the first half hour, 40 minutes of the Bike Riders, and then we had to split.
Oh, nice. Well, will I watch the ROH pay-per-view? No. Anyone else?
If the card's decent, if there's like a good match, but I won't watch it as it's happening.
We'll see. But we will be talking a little bit of SummerSlam next week, folks. We'll do some predictions maybe for you. Get it all done. Have some fun. But on that note, I guess we can go ahead and get the fuck out of here.
You got it.
All right, folks.
Thanks for hanging out the whole show, Norab.
Absolutely. Have a good night. Have a good week. And we will talk to y'all next week right here on YouTube. See ya.